Hi YouTube, it's Ty and I'm 7 minutes late. I was trying to be on time for my live stream, but I was making some runs and decided at the last minute to go and grab some snacks for my pups. So that made me a little bit late. Plus I wanted to play outside with them for a little while before I got started. So I'll just wait for y'all to come in. And I know y'all were waiting on me, I guess the people who knew. But yeah, I'm back. So I'm just waiting. Maybe if you're in here, you know that my channel, thank you for the thumbs up, whoever that was. Hi D Dub. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Hi Spammy, how are you doing? Thank you so much for coming in. I know it's late there. Hi Tammy. So yeah, Tammy I know knows, and Spammy knows. Tammy and Spammy. They know, y'all know that I had a strike against my channel. Hey, abuse of you. I'm playing with my dog because he. Oh, okay, go right. Yeah, I had a strike against my channel. Hey, American Copperhead, thank you, and Pammy. Yeah, I got all the Ammies in the house. Pammy, Tammy, Pammy, and Ammy Copperhead. So yeah, I had a strike against my channel, and for a review that I did on Hell's Kitchen. I guess I'm afraid to say it now. Um, but yeah, I did a review on episode 3 of Hell's Kitchen, and the video got flagged, and I had a community strike against my channel, so I was not going to be able to live stream until January the 11th of 2019. So I did an appeal on my strike, and YouTube finally got around to reviewing my video, and they lifted the strike. So now I'm back. That's why I hadn't been live streaming. I did a video on it called Effed Up News. There were actually 2 real news stories that were in that video, but I can tell that a lot of people, hey, me and these girls, how are you doing? Rowdy Chica, my kiddo? So yeah, I was just explaining it. Yes, I'm free. I'm free. They freed your girl. Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty. I'm free at last. I can stream again. So yeah, I was down to the YouTube jail. I was locked up. They wouldn't let me out. Yeah, y'all, it was not good. So I was really pissed because that's like kind of the main thing that everybody comes to my Facebook prison. Yeah, I haven't been on Facebook in forever. I don't think I ever had to go to Facebook prison or jail. I was pretty good on Facebook. Hey, all things beauty. So yeah, I was just explaining to everybody. I'll take the first few minutes. And y'all know, as always, anytime that you're in my stream, say hello to Bill Cosby. No, I didn't have to go to that kind of serious. I was just in jail, not prison. But yeah, I was, hey Deborah, I'm so happy that you're here, and I did let Deborah know. I let Deborah and American Copperhead know via Twitter that I was out of jail, because both of them were so supportive of my channel and just asking, like, when are you gonna be released? Is there something that we can do? Somebody we can write to? So I really, really appreciate it. Just the support. I mean, I come on here and y'all know that, like, when we kind of had things popping, like at the end of last year around October, November, we had like the 30 people in this live stream, and like now kind of been steady, like 2016 is a good peak for me. But I was like, well, I don't even know if people are going to notice, but I was really just glad, that people notice, people miss me, people, offer to write somebody on my behalf, and there's nobody that I can even tell anyone to write. And so anyway, I'm glad to be back, and also my channel is now monetized, so I'm thankful for that. I waited and waited, and it finally happened, and so I am very thankful, y'all. I got the email on Wednesday night, like just before midnight, that the strike was removed from my channel and my video was reinstated. So now I'm waiting for that video that they took down. It has 19 views on it. I'm hoping that I'm able to, uh, you know, to get some steam going on that video, and I'll go in and go back and review the next episode. I didn't even want to touch Hell's Kitchen episode 4 after, my channel got shut down for reviewing episode 3. So now I'm going to give it a try. So anyway, y'all, they let your girl out of jail. Your girl is back, and I have a good as Sunday Funday for us, because I'm not just doing hi Invisible E, how are you doing? So I'm not just doing the stuff that happened this week, because there was a lot of stuff that was happening. Hey Slick, there was a lot of stuff that was happening while I was gone that I wanted to talk about. Y'all know I love talking about all the race stuff and relationship stuff and like all this shit going on with Apartment Patty and Corner Store Caroline and all this stuff. So I'm just like, I want to talk about this stuff. And even Deborah was like, we got stuff going on, and we need to talk to you about it. Thank you. Oh, you were blocked for 90 days. You got out 2 months ago. Oh, well, congratulations. So yeah, I guess they had me locked down for about a month, and nobody even sent me anything on my commissary, y'all. I was having to eat noodles. Y'all didn't look out for me, but that's okay. It's all good. I'm back now. Hey, Deshaun on the track, and is it Mim? How are you doing? Thank y'all for coming in. I really appreciate it. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? And if I'm saying your name incorrectly, please let me know. Anybody in here. But yeah, y'all, they had your girl in jail. They had me in YouTube jail. And I didn't like it in there because I couldn't talk to y'all. They wouldn't let me get any phone calls. They didn't even give me my one free phone call. Nothing. It was just go straight to jail. Do not collect $200, bitch. You're going to jail. You going to jail, bitch. That's a line from Jocelyn Hernandez from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She told that to Tommy one day. But anyway, yeah, that's what they told me. You going to jail, bitch. So that's where they sent me. I was in YouTube jail. Couldn't say anything to anybody. Oh, you would have sent me a hot chocolate, but you didn't. Let's see. Oh, View from Tracy's Point. Thank you. And Tracy, y'all, she was giving me pointers on. She's like, well, look, if your channel, if they still have this ban on your channel, then just create a new channel. Let people know that you're going to stream, on your old channel, and get them to go there. Like, y'all were really trying to help me, and I appreciate that. So, like I said, late Wednesday night, I got the email from YouTube that that my channel was back in good standing. My YouTube account was back in good standing. And then Friday morning, I got the email that my channel was monetized now. So I am really, really grateful. And I didn't even care about the monetization. I just wanted to get back on here and stream, because that's what I do. That's the main thing that people do come to my channel for. And I realized that. I have some videos that are more popular than my streams, but my Sunday Funday is kind of like the biggest steady thing that I have going. Noodles are bad to eat. I did a noodle meal and got over 60,000 views on it. Wow. Yeah, you and Tracy, View from Tracy's Point, have a whole lot of views on your channel. And Tracy, I wish there was somebody that I could write to, because I saw that you're saying you're still waiting on monetization. Y'all, straight up, A View from Tracy's Point, she has videos on her channel that have more views than my whole channel has. And she's been waiting for monetization for a while. So I really hope that you get it soon. I mean, if there's any YouTuber that I know who deserves it, it is Tracy. She's got some views with some videos with tens of thousands of views on them. And she puts out great content. So I wish it was somebody that I could write to at YouTube and say, hey, y'all, y'all skipped over somebody. Go back and review her channel, please, and approve her. I would. But she's amazing. So y'all know I like to take the first 5 minutes, even though I've taken the first 9 minutes, to let y'all know about me being in jail. It took me 3.5 months to get monetized. It took me a little over 2. It was like 2 going on 3 months. I'm gonna have to actually look at the dates. But I remember I saw, while I was waiting, Angel Domingue, I saw you and what's his name, Burn. Y'all had both posted that y'all had got monetized I think in the period that I was waiting. And I think one of you said that it was about 3 months and the other said it was about 2 months. And so I was, expecting a wait. But Tracy has been waiting for a while, and I don't know why. I don't know what. I can't imagine what the holdup would be. But anyway, I've already taken now the first 10 minutes to talk about my YouTube jail situation. Let's take some time to meet and greet each other. If there's some channels you're not familiar with, go and check them out, and see what they're about. If you want to support them, let them know you're supporting them. They might support you back. I am big about that on this channel. I love to help YouTubers grow. That's how I got to grow. At the beginning of this year, I didn't even have 300 subscribers. I was like in the low 200s at the beginning of this year. And so I just started networking with a lot of other YouTubers, and that's what helped my subscriber count grow. But I do, I'm sorry, I have my dog like breathing right here, like he's waiting to jump in my lap or something. Come say hi. Come here. Say hi. Ouch. Oh, his paws. Rocco, say hi. Look, they want to talk to you. They want to talk to you. It's people in the phone. They want to say hi. They don't want you to bite me. Look. Y'all see his teeth? They're horrible. Say hi to everybody, Rocco. Okay, that's enough of you. Hey, trending topic. I'm doing fine. I'm out of a YouTube jail. They had me locked up and I couldn't stream for a few weeks. Angel says she's been losing subs lately, and I was too. I was like just in this constant pattern now. I feel like I should be at least 2,600 now. It's like I'm getting Tammy says hi. I'm getting the emails that, like I have new subscribers, but then like it would seem like every time I got an email that someone new subscribed, then my count will go down like by 2 or 3, And so I don't know exactly what's going on. Thank you, Boss Lady Lexi, for giving me my 9th like. I appreciate that. So yeah, y'all, we'll go for 3 more minutes. I want y'all to just, take a look at each other's channels. And if you're not subscribed to somebody who looks interesting to you, then check out their channel and let them know, hey, I'm checking you out now. Hey, Steven. Rocco, stop, baby. It had been raining here for a while. And so like they've been cooped up in the house, and like now it's a beautiful sunshiny day, and like they got a lot of pent up energy, Rocco especially. And so he just wants to play now that I'm on camera. I tried to take him outside for a little bit before I got on, and that's another thing that got me 7 minutes late, because I went and stopped to get the pups some treats, and then I took him outside to play, and I was trying to like get all of this kind of energy out of them. It didn't work. I was in jail because someone flagged I've been reviewing Hell's Kitchen this season, and someone flagged my review for episode 3, which thankfully Tracy, if you from Tracy's Point watches, she did let me know that she was looking for it. And so I was like really excited. Like I got it up in a decent amount of time. And then like not even 20 minutes after I posted the video, it was gone and I was in YouTube jail. I was like, damn it. And Tracy was like the main one that I wanted to see, because she's the one person who was like, I'm looking forward to, your review for next week. And so I was like, oh, good. I got it up in a decent amount of time. Tracy's going to be so proud. Yeah, Invisible E, I guess that's what's going on. Trolls flagging people's videos, and that's really fucked up, because it's like, at least it seems like you can just flag a video and then automatically it goes away. It's like the review comes only after you appeal, is what it seems like. Like, I don't know that anybody reviewed it before they just shut me down. And so that was really messed up. I also had to keep checking who I'm subscribed to, because YouTube knocks me off some. Yeah, one of my friends told me 3 times she had to re-add me. Yeah, I've had that happen too. All the coolest people on YouTube have to do time in YouTube jail as part of the arrival stage. Oh, okay, well, cool. So Angel says, basically, I'm in the cool gang now, so now I get to sit at the cool table since I've been in jail. I've got YouTube street cred since I've been in YouTube jail. So yeah, but it was not a cool feeling, and I just, I've left it alone. But I'll also say, y'all keep greeting checking each other out. Y'all keep that going through this whole stream. Y'all know that is what I'm all about. I love to see YouTubers helping YouTubers grow. That is how my channel grew. I mean, I've had a lot of people, who I watch their channel, they watch mine, and that's helped me to grow because I met other people in their live streams and stuff. And so that helps. Of course, putting out great content. But y'all, while they had me in YouTube jail, I wasn't worried about doing shit. I did that fucked up news video, and then I was like, I'm done with this. I was just like sick, and but in the meantime, I had been studying also for a test that's going to help further me in my career. I do construction management. I don't know if that's something that y'all knew. I've been in construction for over 15 years. And so another opportunity came up. Stop chewing his chair. Oh my gosh, my baby he just needs to get out. We're gonna go out after I'm done with the live stream, okay? So yeah, you guys. Oh wait, I've had 4 channels shut down already. Dang. Invisible E, that's horrible. So yeah, I mean, and I don't know like what we can do to prevent trolls from just shutting it down. And I've had that happen to another one of my friends who actually, I consider her channel like a channel building channel, Josie BM. Something happened with her channel. And, she just said that she chalked it up to trolls shutting her down. And I hate that this is happening to people who are just coming on here, streaming and doing their thing. So anyway, we're past that time. Let me go on and get into what I'm going to be talking about today. And y'all decide if y'all want to stay or go. The whole time I'm talking, please feel free to keep supporting each other, y'all. That is big, 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 big to me. Because like I said, my channel was on super duper struggle at the beginning of this year with not even 300 subscribers. But networking with cool people in cool streams really helped my channel to grow. And so I like for my channel to be a place where, we can do that. So we're going to talk about the shooting that took place in Pennsylvania yesterday. I was literally in my sorority meeting, and I couldn't participate in part of something that was going on at the time. So I was just looking down at Twitter and my phone. I'm like, another mass shooting. Oh God. We're going to talk about this man who shot 2 people in Kroger. We're going to talk about Megyn Kelly and her comments about blackface or Halloween costumes. We're going to talk about Rae Carruth and his release from prison. We're going to talk about Dr. Phil. Have y'all seen this episode that's been flying around about this pretty little chocolate girl, pretty little dark-skinned girl who she says she's not African American, she's Caucasian. So we're going to talk about that. It does seem, yeah, because like Invisible E, I think you're onto something, because it seems like last year when there was that mass shooting at the church in Texas, that was in November, I think. Let's see here. We're going to talk about Lil Tay. I don't know if y'all remember her. We've talked about her before in here. We are going to talk about Corner Store Caroline and Apartment Patty and Babysitting While Black. We're going to talk about these pipe bomb packages. We're going to talk about the Jamaican music artist Spice and some stuff that she pulled this week. We're going to talk about Rihanna and Amy Schumer standing with Colin Kaepernick. Ow, Rocco. His nails are brutal, and I have on shorts, and he's just like restless. You want to say hi to everybody? I don't want no kisses. I don't want no Rocco kisses. Say hi. Look at them. Can you see? Look at them? They want to see your pretty face. They say, oh, he's so handsome. He just needs to act good. Get down. Okay, we're going to talk about Remy Ma and some comments that she made. Trending topic says, you're awesome. We're going to talk about Emily B and the situation with her husband. And we're going to talk about Tracy Chapman suing Nicki Minaj. Okay, so yeah, we have a lot to get through. And let's just see if we get through it all. I'm hoping that Deborah, Lil Tay is over, and that's exactly what we're gonna talk about. I'm hoping that the pup's dad will come and get them. Oh no! I'll see if he comes and rescues my dog. What? Wait, I gotta see what that says. Okay, hold up. Okay, so wait, let me look at the comments before I get into my video. Hold up. Tammy says my dog ate a rat 3 days ago. My stomach is still turning. Oh Lord, that would freak me out. My dog likes to chase lizards when we go for walks. He's never caught one yet, and I'm so thankful. If he ever does, if he ever catches a lizard or a squirrel or any little thing that he runs around chasing, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I hope that I'm not there to see it if it ever happens. He's fast, but thankfully those little animals are faster. I don't ever want to see him. Um, oh, okay, way to go, Boss Lady Lexi. Okay, can we get 5 people to get Boss Lady Lexi to 2100? Let's see if we can make that happen today in this stream because we're gonna have people coming in and out. Let's see if we can make that happen. Um, let's talk about this first story first while I get a sip of water and get my notes set up. Y'all know on my channel I like to get the sad stories out of the way first. So the Pennsylvania shooting. Once again, a gunman has entered a house of worship and opened fire. This time it was a synagogue in Pittsburgh, and it was called the Tree of Life Congregation, where 11 people were killed and 6 other people were injured on Saturday. There was some man, hi Cruise Nation, there was some man shouting some anti-Semitic slurs, and he opened fire inside of a Pittsburgh synagogue where 3 congregations worship, and he was armed with an AR-15 style assault rifle and at least 3 handguns as well. And he also wounded 4 police officers and 2 other civilians in addition to killing those 11 people. This piece of shit who killed these people has been identified by law enforcement officials as Robert Lee Bowers, I believe is how his last name is pronounced. And he reportedly fired rounds for several minutes. And then he was leaving the synagogue when the police officers met him at the door. And he exchanged gunfire with the police officers, and eventually he retreated inside and barricaded himself on a 3rd room floor, and he eventually ended up surrendering. And before he retreated, he's 46 years old, and he was injured by gunfire. And in the most recent story that I saw, it was unclear as to whether those wounds were self-inflicted or if the police shot him. If y'all have heard anything since I was able to, check on this story, then let me know. Later on Saturday, it was announced that he was in stable condition at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, and he has been charged by federal officials with 29 criminal counts, including obstructing free exercise of religious beliefs, and that's a hate crime, and using a firearm to commit murder. And he also faces state charges, including 11 counts of homicide and 6 counts of aggravated assault, 13 counts of ethnic intimidation, and the authorities say that he had no previous criminal history, so that's kind of odd to me that he just goes from nothing to this. I guess that's like the worst case of 0 to 100 real quick. So thankfully, though, even though like there was some kind of celebration going on that has something to do like with a baby being born into the world or whatever, but none of the casualties were children, thank God, because y'all remember in that church shooting last year, there were children who were killed. This massacre on yesterday was at least the 3rd mass shooting in a house of worship in 3 years now. And if you were with me, like I said, on that last stream in November, we did talk about the mass shooting at that church in Sutherland Springs, Texas, and where 26 worshipers were killed. And then, of course, in 2015, punk-ass Dylan Roof took his ass to that church in South Carolina and killed 9 people there. So that's 3 years, 3 shootings, you guys. Let me see what y'all are saying about this story, and then we'll move on to the next one. Couple of sad stories to get out of the way, and then we can get on to, I won't say happier things, but more controversial things that are probably a bit more fun to talk about than people dying. Let's see here. Boss Lady Lexi is hanging in there. Her hands on fire. Hold up now. What's going on? Let's see. Yes, Tammy. It is very sad. I mean, like, what else can you say? Boss Lady Lexi said, I was so upset that parishioners can't go to their house of worship to praise their God. Yeah. I mean, you figure. Hi everyone. Scott's thoughts. Oh, that's okay. Hey, this isn't spelling class, so you spell it however you want. Thank you for coming in. Introduce yourself. I am big on YouTubers, supporting YouTubers, and I'm just on Sundays I talk about what's going on in the news. And so, yeah, I'm with you, Boss Lady Lexi. It's really sad, and you know that in this day and age, like a church needs to have security, you know, like on standby. Like it's just a new day and age, and it's really really sad. Let's see here. Cruise Nation is in the house. Um, oh, we have a bunny in our yard too, and I have to tell her, you will not eat Mr. Bunny. Oh, Mr. Bunny, I'll be praying for Mr. Bunny at Tammy's house. Tammy let us know that her dog ate a rat 3 days ago, so Bunny probably sounds really tasty right about now. Thanks for rats. Let's see here. Boss Lady Lexi says to have no criminal record to going to jail for a lifetime is crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, please. Scott says, may he say what his channel is about. All of you, feel free. Y'all know that was something that I used to always say. Please let us know what your channel is about, what you do on your channel. And before I had got sent to YouTube jail, one thing that I used to say, one thing that I started saying was, let us know. I think that it would be probably more interesting for people to know what is the most interesting or entertaining or funny thing that you put on your channel this week. Like, tell us something in particular that you did, and that might get people a bit more interested in channels other than saying, you know, what I usually do. Now, Rocco, I need you to get a life. I need you to get a life. You can't just sit on here and talk to me right now. See, I gotta talk to them. I gotta talk to them. You don't care? You don't care? My baby, he just wants some attention. Let's see here. Okay, get down. Out. Get down, Rock. Bigfoot. Let's see here. Trending topic says, hi, Rocco, my friend. I'm gonna give you a treat. You want a treat? I got Emmy's head up. Hold up. Okay, let me give them their treats. Yes, he is a big baby, Me and These Curls. How are you doing over there? I need to check out your channel, Me and These Curls. Me and These Curls has, man, your porosity video has saved my hair. Here. Y'all, I don't know if there are any natural hair women in here. Me and These Curls, y'all need to check her out if y'all aren't already checking her out. Trending topic wanted Rocco to stay up here. My legs cannot support Rocco for that amount of time. Thank you, Journey. Journey's in the house. Asking everybody to smash the like button for me. I appreciate it. I wonder if he was on drugs too, Boss Lady Lexi. I really do. I mean, I don't know what was going on with this guy. And trending topic, if y'all are like in the mood for motivational, like get your life together, get your act together, get your shit together talk, his channel is like really good for that kind of stuff. Check him out. Send Rocco through the screen so he can play with my baby. You want to go through the screen so you can play with another baby? He needs that. He really does need that. Let's see here. American Copper has said her baby want to play with you. He's staring at me. Let's see here. Boss Lady Lex says my apartment has roaches. Was my biggest video this week. What? An update coming soon. Oh, Boss Lady Lexi. Okay, I might have to check that out. Okay, well, hey, that's her biggest video this week, but I love it, so y'all let us know. Let's see, Tammy says the most interesting thing on my channel this week is my fundraiser for the Feed the Kids backpack program. I'm trying to raise at least $200, and so far I'm at $120. Plus, I got 2 more donations. Okay, that is awesome. So, y'all, if y'all feel like donating to a worthy cause, go to Tammy's channel and we can donate to her PayPal. It looks like she's almost, well, she's more than halfway to her goal of $200. That's a good cause. Oh, no problem, Scott Stoss channel. Thank you for being here. Oh, you're welcome, Trending Topic. You know I love your channel. Um, it was sent from YouTube fam into PayPal. Okay, okay, so that's cool. And Tammy, I don't know how long I mean, you'll probably meet your goal before a few more days are over. But just in case I live stream again and you haven't met your goal, email me the link so that I can post it in my chat when I go live next time. The most interesting thing about my channel this week is that I have a video approaching 10,000 views. It will probably be my only, but excited nevertheless. Hey, that's good. That's awesome. I have a video that's at 8,000. That's like my most watched video, and it's actually a video about colorism. I think maybe the first video that I ever did about colorism. Um, and you'll have more videos to get there, but I know who does have a lot of videos with over 10,000 views, and that's a view from Tracy's Point. We are going to, y'all, like, that's who we need to do. We need to march for Tracy to go in and get her monetized, y'all, because her channel has been popping for a while. Let's see here. Deborah says these people with these crazy ideas have been listening to 45 and feel like they can do anything. Yep, and that's kind of what Maxine Waters was saying too, Deborah. Let's see. Yeah, Tracy's talking to Journey, says, you never know what people get. Yeah, what gets people clicking. That is so true. That is so true. Scott Stotts is also a published writer. He has 2 children's books so far, working on his 3rd, and he has a PayPal and Patreon as well. Very cool. Tracy is also a published author, and poetry. If she comes in here, so we have writers in here. That's awesome. And then Tammy owns a bookstore. And Journey's very supportive of everybody, like everything that everybody does. So yeah, y'all, if y'all doing things outside of YouTube, feel free to let us know that as well. Let's see here. Are there any more? Okay, I think we got to all the comments about that story. Let's go on to the next story. And let me get another sip of water. Uno, are you here? He might be asleep, so I'll stop yelling through the house. Because if he's here, I would like for him to come and get at least Rocco so he can be entertained. Let's see here. I'm trying to get to the next story. Come on, notes. Okay, here we go. So here's the shooting at Kroger that I saw in the news this week. Thankfully, there were not 2 mass shootings this week, because if it was up to this man named Gregory Bush, if things had gone the way that he wanted them to, his would have been the first attack at a place of worship this week. I know jail can hold me, J Bodega. I was locked up. They wouldn't let me out. But yeah, you're right. No jail can hold me. You know why? Because I got the glow. Yeah. So anyway, they let me out though. So yeah, this man, Gregory Bush, if things had gone the way that he wanted, Rocco, you're tripping. Go lay down. ¿Por qué estás tropezando? Okay, anyway. So this man, he on Wednesday tried to enter a predominantly black church. And thankfully, the security had everything like locked down, and he wasn't able to get into this church in Louisville, Kentucky. So after he could not get into that church, he proceeded to go to a Kroger supermarket in Jeffersontown, Kentucky. And I guess that's relatively close to Louisville, where he killed 2 black people. And on Thursday, he was arraigned on 2 counts of murder, 10 counts of wanton endangerment, and his bail was set at $5 million. The victims are Vicki Lee Jones, she was 67 years old, and Maurice E. Stollard, he was 69. Both victims were black. Gregory Bush, the accused shooter, is a white man. The U.S. District The U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Kentucky said that he's investigating the attack as a possible hate crime. And the son of one of the witnesses said that his father heard the gunman making some racist remarks during the attack, though the police said that they could not confirm that. The shooter apparently has a history of mental illness, and he also has a history of previous domestic violence charges, and he had been previously barred from possessing a firearm. And that church that he tried to enter before he decided to go to Kroger and kill two people was the First Baptist Church of Jeffersontown. And a church member saw him when they were in the parking lot. He said, saying that he was aggressively pulling on the front doors of the church. And thankfully, like I said, the church was locked down and he couldn't gain entry. And at the time that he got to the church, there were 8 to 10 people there. And that just was very eerie because that reminded me of the whole Dylan Roof situation with him killing literally 9 people. But anyway, like I said, he wasn't able to get in. And coincidentally, both of his victims, who he did not kill at the church and killed in the next town, they were related to people who attended that church. So he left the church to go to the Kroger grocery store just before 3 o'clock p.m., where he fired multiple rounds at Mr. Stollard. And then he exited the grocery store and fired, again, multiple rounds at Mrs. Jones in the parking lot. And in the parking lot is where he was confronted by another man who had a gun and who shot at him, and that's what stopped him. And Steve Zinninger is the son of that man who stopped Gregory Bush from shooting in the parking lot. And Steve said that Gregory said to his father, "Don't shoot me, I won't shoot you. Whites don't kill whites." So you guys, that's that story. Again, I'm just so thankful that that church was locked down, but also, of course, so sad that these two people who were just going grocery shopping got gunned down by this crazy person. And I'm hoping that he's not able to get off on some kind of mental illness, insanity plea. Hey, Woodswall, thank you for coming in. I saw your comment once my video went up, and I was not annoyed by anything. I know sometimes people's internet's slow and it takes a while to catch up, and then sometimes even my internet stalls, and so I might be moving on to a topic and I have to go back. That's not a problem at all. I'm just glad to be engaging in conversation with everybody. So no, that was not a problem, and I'll get back to replying. I'm trying to, y'all, I'm catching up. I'm catching up, and because y'all know, like, when they had me in YouTube jail, I was just like, fuck everything about YouTube, and I started studying for my for my construction quality management test. So anyway, I found something productive to do with my time, but I was like, fuck YouTube. So anyway, now I'm back. I gotta start replying to comments. Let me let my dog out of here because he's really getting on my fucking nerves. Hold on just a second. Come on, Rock. Go. If Daddy's asleep, then you're gonna have to stay in here with me. Go, go, go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead, go. Go. I'm almost back, y'all. Okay. They might come busting back in here with their big ass heads, but okay, we'll see. So let me see what y'all are saying about this story before we go on to talk about Miss Megyn Kelly and her comments about blackface Halloween costumes. Let's see. Oh, hi, famous Zach. I didn't see you in here. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. You love this live. Thank you. It almost didn't happen because I was in YouTube jail. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Deborah says, another sad thing that happened just yesterday. I cannot pronounce that name. Something Nazaki Shang, the woman who wrote the play for Color Girls and other books and plays, just died 9 days after her birthday. She just turned 70. Okay, I'm not familiar with her name. I've heard of that play, but I'm not familiar with her. Well, then that's sad. Rest in peace to her. I didn't know her. I probably would have done a story on it. Woodswall says, my dad does construction. And who told me that? Hazel's Reptiles. She was in my live stream last night. She let me know that her dad had been a contractor for like several years. Let's see. Boss Lady Lexi says, it just makes you want to stay in the house and not go anywhere, right? Like, I attend Bedside Baptist now. Like, I know it does make you feel that way, but then, you can't just stop doing everything, but you just have to be like extra careful and keep your head on a swivel. It's crazy though. It's crazy. You figure that whatever your place of worship is, church, mosque, synagogue, whatever, that like you're safe there, and it's just sad that people don't feel safe in church anymore. um let's see, Journey says, I'm normally not a scary person. I stand my ground and will fight if I have to fight. um Not fair, but I will fight. These days, I just want to hide in my house from every crazy body in the world. But then I do that, I run into cray crays on YouTube, safe nowhere. That's the truth. There are some crazies on the YouTube and in these YouTube streets. Let's see here. American Copperhead says they are all cowardly pieces of shit, killing unarmed people that haven't done anything to them. Yeah, I mean, like, in a church, like, where people are like probably the most peaceful they're going to be all week, not thinking any thoughts of violence or harm to anyone, like, just, yeah, like, to catch someone totally off guard. And they are pieces of shit. Hey, Posh Notions, how are you doing? um let's see here. Hold up. um Journey says, wow, I had not heard of this. So sad. Oh, Journey, you hadn't heard this story. Yeah. I was sitting in my Delta meeting yesterday, and this was going on Twitter. Um, yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on in the meeting, but yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh. And then after the meeting was over, we went to lunch, and I told the ladies, I'm like, yeah, y'all saw there was another mass shooting while we were in our meeting. They're like, there was? I'm like, yeah, and I wasn't paying attention in the meeting. But anyway, yeah. Let's see here. She was too pretty for jail. Me? YouTube didn't think so. Not for a whole month. I said, sit your ugly ass in jail. You going to jail, bitch. That's what YouTube told me. So I said, okay. I do my time like a G. Let's see here. Oh, Posh Nose is just watching the grocery store. What are you getting for us? I just left the grocery store before I got on my live stream. Let's see. You have to be really evil-minded to go to a church to kill. Yes. Oh, thank you, Boss Lady Lexi, for asking people to give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, just people minding their own business, Posh Notions, getting shut up, going to church, trying to go and get their praise on, right? Um, Oh wow, famous Zach was in YouTube jail last week and could not live stream or post anything. Okay, so what got you in YouTube jail? Did you like file an appeal and that's why you're out, or are you out? Because I had to file an appeal and wait. I had to wait for about a month to get out of jail, y'all. I don't like being in jail. Hey, DC Kool-Aid and Lisa, thank y'all for coming. I don't know if y'all know, but I was in YouTube jail for a while. That's why I hadn't been around. But y'all know I like to call myself giving y'all hints on who to connect with if you want to build your channel, if you want to be connected with the people who are connected in YouTube. And DC Kool-Aid and Lisa, they are those girls. So connect with them for sure. Let's see here. The dentist down the street passed in that Pittsburgh shooting. I know people that go there, and we used to go swimming there. Oh, now that's sad. So that really did hit close to home. I'm so sorry. Wow. I hate to hear that, Posh Notions. Um, wow. Wow. I hate to hear that. You hear these things and it's like, I don't know. It's like you know that it affects someone, but you don't think it'll ever like really affect anyone who especially when it's in another state. Sometimes even another city. But that's really sad. I hate that. Um, YouTube and YouTube jail. Oh, thank you. Yes, YouTube jail. They had me on lockdown. I was locked up, they wouldn't let me out. Noodles are good for your skin. Kiddo says, yeah, that's all I was able to eat was noodles. But see, my skin did start to clear up, so maybe there's something to that. I ate my ramen noodles. Let's see here. Uh, no, nobody threw a chicken patty at me. Kiddo, I wasn't having as bad of a time as Bill Cosby in jail. Oh, oh gosh, but I didn't rape anybody either, so I didn't have to go to like that kind of jail. I was just in the people. I was in jail with the people, like with misdemeanors. Let's see here. Yeah, I had the people go to a school and a church to kill. Yeah, I know. Like just no heart at all. I mean, that people will go anywhere, but that's like extremely despicable. So let's talk about Megyn Kelly. Um, After I have another sip of water. As I understand, NBC is canceling Megyn Kelly's show just 3 days after she defended using blackface in Halloween costumes on her show in a segment called Halloween Costume Crackdown. Megyn Kelly and three other people were having a conversation about what is and is not appropriate for Halloween costumes. On that panel was Jenna Bush, I believe it was that was the Bush girl, and Melissa Rivers, who I believe Joan Rivers' daughter, and some white man I didn't know, and I think that he was gay, but I could be wrong. But I think that he was gay. And they talked about a number of things like dressing as a nun and, dressing in different religious things and like, what's appropriate, yada, yada, yada. And then the conversation turned to blackface. And in that moment, Megyn Kelly let us know that, tell Phil I said hi. I'm sorry. I just saw Jay's comment. Tell Phil I said hi. So Megyn Kelly let us know that she didn't see a problem with blackface. She's like, white people are always getting in trouble for dressing in blackface, and black people are always getting in trouble for dressing in whiteface. But why? That was like her question. Like, why does that happen? Why do they get in trouble? And she's like, when I was growing up, it wasn't a problem. It wasn't seen as racist. Well, Megyn Kelly, I must say you look damn good for a white woman who was born in 1820. Because I know that at no point in modern history, especially since the civil rights movement, could a person dressing in blackface see it as anything other than racist. And I won't even start in on the fact that we have this panel of four white people discussing what should and should not be offensive to black people, like blackface. And that's perhaps a conversation for another day, another live stream. But kudos to the one white guy on the panel, one who I said I thought was a gay man, who did say something to the effect of, if you say it's offensive to you, then it is. And Megyn Kelly just wasn't getting that. Like, what's wrong with these black people? I mean, she mentioned apparently somebody on one of the Housewives shows dressed as Diana Ross, and she had this big afro thing, and like Diana Ross is known for her hair. I've never seen her like with an afro, but like the big, the big, I don't know, like maybe it could be seen as an afro, but it wasn't like, that kind of like a Jackson 5 afro. It was the big, long, flowing, mass of hair that was on her head. And then this woman, also darkened her skin. And, Megyn's like, oh, who wouldn't want to be Diana Ross for a day? There is a picture, white people, in case y'all are wondering, and I don't think that any of my white viewers are trying to go around dressing in blackface for Halloween, but just in case any of y'all are, there's a picture that I always see at Halloween time floating around social media of a little white boy who dresses Malcolm X for Halloween. And he did it by wearing the kind of clothes that Malcolm X wore and wearing glasses, the way that Malcolm X would wear, in a bow tie. Like, there's a way to dress, to be white and to dress as a black person, but not be offensive and not put on actual blackface. To me, it was just like Megyn Kelly's like, We dress like niggers all the time for Halloween. Like, what's the problem? Like, I'm like, are you hearing yourself, bitch? Like, that's what I heard. She didn't say the N word, but she may as well have. Like, I'm like, can you really be so obtuse? Like, who thinks that that's okay? Like I said, unless she was born in 1820, I can't give her a pass for that. But, and even, so what she did, I mean, immediately the backlash came on Twitter. People are going on and on about, and I'm like, why is Megyn Kelly trending? This never happens. And so I saw why she was trending, and I'm like, oh. And then I saw the segment, and I'm like, really? Like, we're defending blackface now? Like, no, Megyn Kelly, that it's never been okay. It's never been okay. I don't know where you grew up, but no, it's never been okay. And so uh, she got some backlash, of course, from social media, and even the next day at NBC, she faced some harsh criticism from other fellow staffers, on-air personality, mainly Al Roker, but he wasn't the only one. And after she got dragged on social media, she wrote an apology in the form of an internal email to employees at NBC. And that's where, Al Roker stepped in the next day on the air, and he put her ass on blast, and he said, quote, "She owes a bigger apology to the folks of color around the country because this is a history going back to the 1830s minstrel shows. To demean and denigrate a race wasn't right. I'm old enough to have lived through Amos and Andy, white people in blackface playing two black characters, magnifying the worst stereotypes about black people, and that's what the big problem is," end quote. So she definitely tried to take the coward's way out by sending that internal email, and that's my thing. You didn't send an internal email to NBC staffers saying that you thought that blackface was wonderful. Hey, Duran, how are you doing? And so, no, you didn't do that. You got on the most public of platforms to defend blackface as a fun thing to do for Halloween, So if you're going to make an apology, then that's where it needs to be made, where the offense was made, not through an email that the people who, the however many people, hundreds of thousands or millions of people who watch the show are never going to see. So y'all know, okay, like even me, when I'm on my YouTube channel, and I talk about something that I get wrong, like with the Morgan Freeman story. I jumped on that when I saw that, all these women were accusing him of sexual assault or whatever. And then when I saw what these women were talking about, I'm like, no, yeah, because I came out here and I was like, hey, Morgan Freeman out here trying to throw his old D to everybody and give these ladies worms, but I was wrong. So I had to come back on YouTube and say that I was wrong. I didn't get on YouTube where I have 2,000 people following me talking shit about the man, and then when I saw that, oh, maybe I got it wrong, I go on Twitter where I have less than 200 followers to say, oh yeah, by the way, I got it wrong. No, I made the offense here on YouTube, so I'm going to come back to YouTube as close as I could to the same time slot to say that, hey, I was wrong about that, y'all. It doesn't, looks like these ladies might have either been really exaggerating things or, maybe he was being dirty, but he wasn't being, he being a regular dirty old man. He wasn't being like nasty out here trying to literally give ladies worms with his, octogenarian penis or whatever. So whatever, I had to fix that, right? So that's my thing. I'm not going to take the coward's way out. If I get something wrong, then I gotta come on here and say y'all got it wrong. And that's what she should have done. I mean, I'm no journalist, but I think that that's called having journalistic integrity, right? And so, and I'm sure that if Al Roker and other NBC personalities, TV personalities, on-air personalities had not called her to the mat, that she would not have started her October the 24th show the way that she did, which was by publicly apologizing to the viewers. And y'all know how I feel about people's sorry ass apologies, so there's no need for me to even say what she said. She got on there and made some typical lame ass bullshit ass apology. And I'm saying that because I do believe that Megyn Kelly meant every word that she said on that day that she said it. And she didn't think that anything was going to come of it. I don't think that anybody on that panel thought that people were going to be on Twitter like seconds later, literally talking about what a racist, fucktard Megyn Kelly must be. And so, just, what do you mean? Like, oh, what's wrong with dressing up in blackface if you're like going to Halloween as someone who's black? Like, we did that all the time, and it was like not a problem. People are just being sensitive about this stuff. Yeah. Okay, Megyn Kelly, you idiot. So anyway, um, so I believe that NBC has severed their ties with her, and they airing, or they decided to air reruns of her show for the rest of that week. And I think that next week going forward, they're going to be putting co-hosts in her slot until they figure out like a permanent solution. She has hired an attorney because her agency dropped her, and she was in the second year of her 3-year contract with NBC, which is, by the way, a $23 million a year contract with NBC, and I believe that makes her the highest paid anchor there. And so this, we had to remember, is the same clown ass broad who, before she got to NBC on Fox News, had to make it a point to let everyone know that Jesus is white, and that's what it is. And also, kids, Santa's white too. Just deal with it. Like, okay, like really, Megyn Kelly, we're gonna go there about Santa? He's not real, first of all. So if people want to say that he's black or Asian or Latino, we have Puerto Rican and Dominican Santa, then let it be. Yeah, like this woman wouldn't let it go. Santa's white, okay? So this is that same woman. So nobody should be surprised that she finds it perfectly acceptable to dress up as niggers and just darken our faces for some Halloween fun. So anyway, that's that story. Let me see what y'all are saying about it in the comments before we talk about Mr. Rae Carruth. Let's see here. Okay, so Betty says, yeah, she was going around saying Jesus was white. She has real mental issues. Most conservatives and Republicans do. She was so crazy that Fox News couldn't handle her. Then she went over to MSNBC. Now, I won't go so far as to say that I think that most conservatives have mental issues. I do think she does. I just think that most racist people do, and there are, frankly, some racist liberals as well. And yeah, but I feel what you're saying. I think that Betty Page, and hi Betty Page, by the way, I do think that Megyn has some issues for sure. Let's see here. Deborah says she already had low ratings. This was just the thing NBC needed to let her go. Yeah, and I'm like, why did they give her so much money to start with in the beginning? Like, and let's face it, like Megyn's going to be okay. NBC is going to be okay. And a lot of people are saying like Tamron Hall is probably saying Nana and a boo boo, but I don't know. I mean, Tamron was already on her way to being okay as well, but yeah, I don't know why they gave her so much money to start with. I never got the appeal. Their ratings were low as fuck. Like, why was Megyn there? Why did they remove Tamron Hall and Al Roker from that slot to begin with? I mean, people love them. Who doesn't love Al Roker? Like, you got to be a Satanist to not like Al Roker, right? So let's see here. Jesus, I thought he was a Jew. Yeah, that's what I've always heard. And honestly, I just kind of feel like if we like kind of believe the things that we read, in the Bible or whatever, I kind of feel like he must have been some kind of Middle Eastern looking ish person, but who knows? But I mean, to just get on air and definitively say that he is white is retarded. It's more retarded even though to say that Santa is white. children. Santa's white. Okay, like what the hell is wrong with this girl? Let's see. Betty Page says Megyn Kelly used to work for Fox News. She used to hang around a lot of Republicans and conservatives. Of course, she's racist. I remember her talking about how Jesus was white. Um, and I have to say, I don't think that hanging around conservatives automatically makes one racist. Um, I look at everybody with a side eye because, like, I'll tell you guys a brief story because we have a lot that we got to get through, and we're already an hour into it on the dot. Um, During the election cycle, when it was down to Clinton, Hillary Clinton, and Donald Trump, I thought that these were the two worst choices that I've ever seen, in my time of being able to vote, in my voting history. I won't say in my life because I was too young to remember, like, what was really going on with Reagan and Jimmy Carter and everything. So, um, and I had a few Facebook friends who were Trump supporters. It seems like most of my Facebook friends were Clinton supporters, and I just said I have to vote my conscience, and I cannot support Donald Trump, and I cannot support Hillary Clinton, and I won't. So I ended up supporting Gary Johnson. In my first time ever supporting a third party candidate, a libertarian, and yeah, and he had a couple of bumps along the way, but I appreciated things about his platform. There were some things that were pretty conservative that line up with the way I look at things, and there were some things that were kind of liberal that line up with the way that I view things too. And I said, this is the candidate for me. And I didn't feel like I was throwing away a vote. And I had people tell me, I had black people and white people tell me that I was throwing away a vote because I wasn't voting for Hillary. That my ancestors were my ancestors who literally, died maybe for my right to vote. I think that they would want me to vote for my conscience. I don't think that they would want to think their blood was shed so that I could vote for what I felt was the lesser of two evils. But and it seems like the couple of people who were openly Trump supporters, when I would explain how I felt about it on my Facebook, they kind of just understood and they got it, and that was that. But I've literally had Hillary Clinton supporters, white women, in my inbox, telling me that I need to vote for Hillary Clinton, that I'm against women, that I'm anti-woman, that I'm not a feminist, which I've never claimed to be a feminist. I don't think that there's really anything super duper positive in feminism for Black women in particular, anyway. But I have them basically telling me that I need to, because I am a Black person, I need to vote for Hillary Clinton. I need to vote Democratic. And I'm like, you need to find you some business. I'm doing what I'm doing, but like, yeah, just to have liberals, trying to ram this pantsuit wearing criminal down my throat, I wasn't going to go for it. And I felt like that was racist to me, for you to assume that I must need to vote Democratic, vote for the Democratic candidate. No, I don't. I have my own mind. I think my own way. Trump was not the answer. Don't get me wrong. Like, this is a shit show that we're experiencing right now. It is. It is what it is. And but Hillary wasn't the answer. Not for me. I felt like they're a male and female version of each other. So that's how I took that. But let me keep getting to your comments because we can end up going on and on about this. Let's see here. Duran says integrity. What's that, T? Most people don't have integrity. Yeah, apparently they don't. Let's see here. Let's see, what are y'all saying? Duran came in the house. Let's see. Old Dirty Ninja. I didn't catch that you were in here. Hey, Old Dirty Ninja. This isn't the first time Megyn Kelly got caught saying some racist. No, it's not, and it won't be the last. Fox News will probably hire her back. Like, oh, you're racist like that? girl, get on back over here where you belong. Like, who knows? But yeah, no, it's not the first time. It won't be the last. It won't be the last. Let's see here. Um, Oh, Dirty Ninja also says Megyn Kelly is the racist she used to work for Fox News. Her conservative Republican viewpoints bleed through on CNN. She said Jesus was white, and she also said Santa Claus was white. Yeah, yeah. I think that even more so than the Jesus comment. I mean, because I think that a lot of people, if people who are Christians, they want to make God whatever race they are, and they want to make Jesus whatever race they are. Like if you, Rocco, Rocco says hi, y'all. Ow, your feet hurt, Rocco. Ouch. Rocco says hi. Is Megyn Kelly racist? I don't want the sugar. Is Megyn Kelly racist? Rocco said yes. Let's see here. Hey, Rido boy, how are you doing? It's time to brush your teeth. You ready to brush your teeth? You need to be ready to brush your teeth. Oh, you want to get away now? He knows what I'm saying. Okay. Let me see what else saying. Yeah, I think that like the Santa Claus, like okay, like I was saying, churches in Asian countries, like Christian churches, Jesus will look Asian. You know, he'll look like whatever people, in whatever part of the world you're in. Jesus probably looks like the people who live there. If there's a Jesus statue or a Jesus painting. Oh, thank you, badass 93 Stang. I hope I got that right. Rocco. Go lay down, baby. Go lay down. I'm gonna give you a treat. Go lay down. Go to your bed. I'm sorry, y'all, but he's just stir crazy. Sammy's laying down with no treat. Lay down. You gotta lay down. So, oh, there. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. Trying to tend to these dogs and do this live stream. But yeah, I can like halfway understand her needing to feel like Jesus is white. That makes her feel better. But Santa, like, bitch, are you really going to get on TV and tell kids Santa's white? You see a black one, you run the other way, like you head for the hills. That's not real Santa. Like, Santa's not real, bitch. Like, he can be black, white, whatever. Like, I mean, some people would say the same thing about Jesus. Whatever, but that's a conversation for another day as well. But, like, for her to try to ram it down someone's throat, Jesus is white, Santa's white. Ah, look, Daquan is here. He gave me $2. I'm rich, y'all. I'm rich, bitches. I have $2. I got out of jail and I'm getting paid. What do you know about that? Okay. I'm trying to keep up with Lil Tay around here. We're going to talk about Lil Tay. That's going to be more fun than talking about Megyn Kelly. But let me get to your comments. And I appreciate the conversation. Even if everybody doesn't agree, I just like the dialogue. So I do appreciate what y'all are putting in the comments here. Her show was losing ratings and she'd been looking for another job, Kiddo says. Well, good. I mean, I think that's good for everybody because, yeah. And I didn't watch when she was on there. I'm just not a fan. I'm just not a fan. And any clips that I ever saw, she was pretty boring. So, whatever. Let's see here. All the other people at that table was saying it's not okay. She should have taken the hint. Right, Deborah? That's what Deborah said. Yeah, like nobody was agreeing with her. They're like, nah, like you don't do that. Like that's going too far. But Megyn's just like no, like really, you guys, it's okay. Like where I'm from, we did it every year. Like what's wrong with dressing like niggers? Like. In my mind, that's what I heard. That's not what she said, so I'm not gonna put words in her mouth, but that's what I heard. Like, we did it every year. Like, I mean, who doesn't want to be Michael Jackson for a day, right? Like, bye, Megyn. Let's see here. Let's see here. You can wear what you want. Just leave out yeah, exactly. Wear what you want. Just don't put on blackface. Is that too much to ask? Um, uh, and that's what Deborah says. Posh Nation says, oh, she has to jump off for dinner. Oh, so I didn't get to say goodbye to her. She's going to go recovering from her trek. Okay, well, if you're here still, thank you for coming in. If you're not, I still appreciate that you came in. I'm sorry I didn't get to say goodbye. Let's see. I'm still trying to get to, and I might not get to all these comments. That woman is 47. It has always been racist. Oh, okay. So Deborah's clarifying. I thought that with Megyn Kelly saying that it was okay in her day, that maybe she was just a phenomenally good looking woman who was born in 1820, but it turns out that Megyn Kelly is actually only 47 years old. So yeah, then that means that blackface would have been racist in her time, because that's pretty much my time as well. Okay, so yeah, she's not 200 years old. Okay, so let's see here. Delusional shit, Journey said. Okay, let me get to some more comments before I move on. I put on white face. Listen, imagine I say I want to dress up as white face. Yeah, okay, and Duran, she did actually say, in Megyn's defense, I guess, she said on that segment, white people are always getting in trouble for dressing in blackface, and black people are always getting in trouble for dressing in whiteface, and I'm sorry, but I'm sure that they're out there, but I don't know a lot of instances of black people putting on white face. I mean, I'm sure that things happen, like, and I mean, like for Halloween costumes. I know, like we've seen Eddie Murphy, do it. And do y'all remember? Are y'all old enough to remember? Here I am showing my age. A skit on Saturday Night Live when Eddie Murphy dressed as a white man for a day, and he wanted to see like how things were going to be different, and it was a hilarious sketch. They literally had him from head to toe looking like some random white guy in a suit, and like one of the main things that I remember is that he got on a city bus, and there were a few black people on the bus, and when they got off the bus, then the bus driver's like, hey, okay, it's party time. He turns on some music, and like streamers start coming from the ceiling of the bus, and then like they just start dancing and having a party. There's champagne on the bus and everything, and so it's just like all these wonderful things happen to white people when black people aren't around. Like they can't show us all this, but like it really is really good being white. Like that was just like a scene that skit stuck out of my mind. I was in elementary school when this came on, but like but like that's a person that Eddie Murphy's done that more than once, and then of course the movie White Chicks, you could say that, but like that's not just random black people walking around, hey, I'm white, what do you think about me? It's not blackface when like literally white people are in blackface, exaggerating their lips, exaggerating their noses, dehumanizing our bodies, dehumanizing our minds, and just, oh, yes, master, I love to shuck and jive for you, master. Like, that's what blackface was, not, so I don't like for people to minimize things, they are what they are. And so, anyway, let's see, what else are y'all saying? Let's see here. What else are y'all saying? I know I'm not going to get everybody's comments, and I'm sorry, y'all. The fact is, Jesus was far more black looking than white. Jesus was more than likely Middle Eastern. He wasn't a white man. That's what I've always tended to think too, old Dirty Ninja. I mean, I don't know for sure, but that's what I tended to think, that he was probably Middle Eastern looking, and like we want to make him, one thing or another, but that's just kind of what I tend to think, just based on where he was and moving around. But yeah, let's see. Oh my gosh, you got your live stream privileges back and you got your monetization. Damn, you must have told those people you was white. Daquan, you were crazy. No, I didn't tell them I was white. I don't know what happened. Maybe some very kind white person worked on my behalf. Tammy, did you talk to them for me? Because I know Tammy's in here. She's white. But no, it was just like everything happened this week, Daquan. It was crazy. Wednesday night, like almost at midnight, I got an email saying that my video was reviewed, and so they reinstated my video, put my channel back in good standing, good community standing, and I was able to stream again. So I was like, cool. And then Friday morning, before I took Sammy to the vet, I had an email saying that my um, that my channel was approved for monetization. So it was like, wow. Well, it wasn't an email actually. I was refreshing a screen that like it showed like all the other little points were set up and ready to go, but my channel was still under review. And then like Friday morning, I saw like it's no longer under review and it's approved. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful. My thing was I just wanted to stream because that's what most people on my channel watch is my stream. I have some videos that are pretty popular and some topics that'll get some traction, but people like my live stream. So I'm thankful to be able to stream on here. I'm like, because if I can't stream, like I don't want to do it. So I did an effed up news story after got put in YouTube jail, and then I just chilled. And it wasn't really intentional. I was like, okay, well, I'll come back because there was a whole lot of effed up news stories that I could have been doing like over and over and over. Like I could have like kept going, but I was disenchanted. I felt like it felt like a personal attack. I'm like, who at YouTube hates me so much? Oh my gosh, Rido Boy, give me some money. I get to send super chats again. Y'all, I'm getting international money. Rido Boy is in the UK. I got some pounds. I got pounds. What do y'all know about that? I'm an international player from the Himalayas, and I got some. I got some international coins, bitch. No, okay, let's see here. So yeah, I'm just thankful that I can get on here and stream again because I like the live interaction, and I felt like nobody's like they're not watching my videos like that anyway. So like I need to the snap international coins. What you know about that? Oh Lord, thank you, Rhino Boy and Daquan. I am like rich up in here. Thank you, Boss Lady Lexi. I'm glad to be back, y'all. I just wanted to stream. I was like, you know what? I haven't been getting money on YouTube. They can keep the money. I just want to stream, like, yeah, cause and Duran he'll always like hit up my PayPal. So like I was still getting something because I still have people donate to my PayPal. But I'm like, I just want to stream. I like fuck the monetization. Like it might never happen because like I'm watching other people like been waiting, for months and months and months. Just let me stream. Like please, please, get me out of here. So anyway, let's see. Old Dirty Ninja says, oh wait. Oh, Duran said, Black Santa, kids, don't you dare sit on his lap because he will put a cap in your ass. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Wait, is that from something? Or are you just saying Black Santa got an attitude? Why Black Santa gotta be putting caps in people's asses? That's not cool. Let's see here. Older Ninja says Santa Claus is not white. Santa Claus is not real. Anyone who tries to stir up controversy with that subject is obviously a spoiled brat. Exactly. That's like if white people want to tell white kids that Santa's white, then I don't have a problem with that. Just like if black people want to tell black kids that Santa's black, I don't have a problem with that. If Mexican people want to say Santa's Mexican, then whatever, he's not real, So, or if Mexican people want to say that he's white, if black people want to say that he's white, then I don't have a problem with that. I will tell you, I grew up never believing in Santa ever, and I'll tell you why. My dad, who was a very damn good provider, let us know off rip. I take my black ass to work every day to provide for this family. There's no way that at the end of the year, I'm going to buy you everything that you want and everything that you ask for. And I'm going to give some fat white man credit for it and say that he came down this motherfucking chimney in my motherfucking house where I pay the motherfucking mortgage and think that he gave y'all bikes and shit. Like, no, it's not happening. So there was never a time that I believed in Santa Claus. I was the kid at school, in kindergarten telling everybody he's not real. Like, you know that, right? But no. So, but if people want to tell their kids that, then whatever, he's not real. So I don't care if people say that, Santa's Korean and it's a black family, whatever, he's not real. But to shove it down kids' throats that he's white and that's it, and you see, black Santa, Mexican Santa, Asian Santa, then you run away because that's not the real Santa. You keep going until you get to a white Santa and you tell him what you want for Christmas. Like, are you kidding me? Like, whatever. Let's see here. What else are y'all saying? Santa and Jesus are the same people. Santa just aged. Invisible Eve. I think that a lot of people might agree with you. I'm not gonna touch that. Let's see. Oh my. Wait, hold up. I read that. Let's see here. Yeah, I would agree. If you're like gonna argue about Santa's race, there's something wrong with you. Let's see here. Old Dirty Ninja said, it's funny, we all know Korean leader Kim Jong-un is a bad guy, but now that Trump says he loves Kim Jong-un, Republicans love Kim Jong-un too. Talk about follow the leader. Yeah, I just I don't like the whole group think mentality in general. So it's just like, yeah. Rhino Boy says Santa's white and he's from the North Pole, and Korean Jesus is a real thing. Absolutely. I agree. Let's see. Badass 93 staying says beautiful dog. Talking about Rocco when he came up here. Okay, actually, Betty Page is making a really good argument. I've seen polls that indicate that there are far more racists in the Republican Party before the 60s than there were far more races before the 60s. There were far more races in the Democrats. Oh yeah, for sure. I hate when people use that argument, as if things hadn't changed, but yeah. Let's see here. A decent candidate would have beat Trump. Hillary was not, so she lost. Yeah, I think that the right Democrat could have beat Donald Trump, but there just weren't enough Democrats behind Hillary because she's not the one. Like, everybody was just so hyped up, like, oh, we've had our first black president, now we need a woman president. Like, we don't have to keep doing a first and a first and a first. Like, let's get the right candidate in there. Hillary's not the one. Hillary and her pantsuits are not my kind of thing. So let's see here. Okay, so that's enough on it, because yeah, we've been on this for a while. Let me get on to the next. Oh, hold on. I have Morgan Freeman play him, and I'll accept that he's black. Just now, I believe God is black. Yeah, it seems like white people love Morgan Freeman. Because like even when the allegations came out about him, like white people were not willing to accept these allegations of the Me Too allegations against Morgan Freeman were true. They were willing to accept this shit about Bill Cosby way more than they were Morgan Freeman. I don't know what it is about Morgan Freeman, but he's got y'all white people hypnotized. He's like, y'all, man, it's so funny, but I noticed that like so many white people felt that way. Poetry's just saying hi. Her headphones don't work, so she can't hear. Poetry's at work today, but y'all know she's completed her move. She has successfully moved down to Florida, where really, y'all, honestly, I think if Trump wants to build a wall, build that motherfucker around Florida. It's some crazy ass stories that come out of Florida every single week. Okay, and this I wasn't even gonna talk about, but did y'all see there was a story about some guy? He broke up with his girlfriend broke up with him. She moved on to another guy who I guess lived in Chicago, and the ex-boyfriend was angry, didn't want her to move on, and went and found the guy. The ex-boyfriend from Florida. He flew his ass up to Chicago, found this man. hit him in the back of the head with a tire iron, and branded his initials on the man's thigh, I believe, and cut the man's penis off and threw it like over a fence or something. And so, like, all because this man is now with his, woman. And I'm just like, what the hell? And then there was another story. Two young girls, middle school age girls, they were planning on killing 15 of their classmates. They got caught in the bathroom. They had all these knives, scissors, pizza cutter. They apparently the little girls, they were 11, 12 years old. They say they're Satanists. They had a goblet. They were going to kill 15 kids and drink their blood. And yeah, Florida. Like, y'all, that's typical Florida. I don't even know what else to say. Poetry, you be careful out there. I know the weather is great, but be careful. Daquan says, Charlamagne the guy always says the craziest people come from the Bronx and Florida. There's always a crazy story from Florida. See, I don't know anything about the boroughs like that, but Florida, yeah, it's always something wild coming out of Florida. I mean, like, just the craziest news stories. Tammy says, I agree, Hillary was not the one. Y'all know anytime y'all agree with me, that makes y'all super duper fucking smart. So, anyway, let's see. Deborah says, I stopped believing in Santa when I was 6. One of my toys from came from Toys R Us with the tag, and it said from Santa. I knew something was wrong. Oh, so that blew it for you. Somehow my oldest sister grew up believing in Santa, and I don't know where she got that from, because she remembers like being bummed out about finding that he wasn't real, and I don't know who ever told her that he was real. It wasn't my parents, I don't think. Let's see here. That's how my family feel. They will tell their kids, I got this stuff, not the fat old man. Yeah, like, Duran says he never believed in Santa either, because he saw his mom buying gifts and paying the bills. That's my Santa Claus. Yeah, my parents were my Santa Claus. I never believed in Santa. Journey. Oops. Journey says Santa is real. Okay, so we're not trying to bust anybody's bubble or whatever. Journey, you going to write your letter to Santa this year, baby. I'm sorry. We just playing. He's real, girl. And he's white, okay? Let's see here. What are you talking about? What? Okay, okay, hold up. Tammy said, I just feel OJ did it, but I will never believe Michael Jackson did what he was accused of. That this will always be my opinion. You know what, Tammy? I honestly agree with you. Now, I've always said in my mind, if OJ didn't do it, he knows who did. That's just my opinion. But, he got off in a court of law. He was found not guilty, and people had to deal with it. Now, the year that the OJ trial was going on, this was my first year in college. And I went to college in a small town in Texas that's very close to a much smaller town in Texas called Vidor. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with Vidor, Texas, but Vidor, Texas, was making national headlines when I was in high school, for just really racist shit happening there, like a black man being dragged to death by, on the back of a pickup truck, like that kind of shit. And the town where I went to college was very close to Vidor, Texas. And so when the OJ verdict was read, I remember that I was nervous as shit. I was nervous as shit that day, because I was like, part of me was kind of thinking they'll find him innocent. Part of me was hoping that they wouldn't, because I'm like, what if these white people here go crazy, and what if they get all racist and want to do something to me because they're mad, about him not, because it was a thing, y'all. Let's just be honest, and the country seemed to be once again, almost divided by racial lines. and you could look, like, you look back at the footage from when the verdict was read, like people out in Times Square or out on different streets watching, like on a big screen TV. um like the reaction, like there were black people like, yay, jump up in the air, fist in the air, like, all right, OJ. And if ever there was a black man who did not deserve the support of black people, it was OJ Simpson. But anyway, he had the support of black people. And then, and you saw white people, like, literally crying and, like, just looking frustrated. So I'm like, what the hell is going to happen with me being indicted if they find him not guilty? And I just remember the verdict being read. I had gone to class that morning, and then the afternoon after the verdict was read, I left my dorm room to go walk around campus. I think, like, to go to this little bookstore that was just off the campus, and the air just felt different to me, y'all. I don't know another way to say it. The air felt different. There was a different vibe, and you could tell you could feel it. There were white people around there who were pissed off, and I'm like, and I get it, because you probably think that he's guilty. Even I think he's guilty. Even a lot of these black people who are celebrating that he's been found not guilty, they probably thought, a lot of us thought that he was guilty too. But I think that for a lot of black people, it was just getting to see the system work in the favor of a black person the way that it worked for rich white people. Like, will his money do it for him? Like, because we see it happen for rich white people all the time. We see it happen for, just like cops all the time. And it was like a whole lot of things had been brewing in Los Angeles leading up to it. And so it was just like, for black people in Los Angeles, this was like a fuck you to the police department who had been able to get off on killing all these black people all these years. And so now, like, well, we have OJ, and we know, let's just put it, say, we know he killed this white woman, but his lawyers are slick and they're going to do whatever they got to do to not have whatever the preponderance of the evidence, or no, they need more than the preponderance of the evidence, for you to not be able to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that he did it. And it happened. And so black people were out there rejoicing for a man who never even wanted to identify as black. I'm not black, I'm OJ. I'm not a Negro, I'm OJ. They understand, that when they see me, I'm OJ Simpson. I stand separately, I stand apart, I stand above those other black people, but black people are just behind him in droves. And I didn't understand, if, like I said, if ever there was a black man who didn't deserve the support of black people, it was Orenthal J. Simpson. But anyway, Tammy, I agree with you. Let's see here. Okay, why are all these messages getting deleted? What am I missing? How the hell did Casey Anthony get off? When they interviewed the jury, they act arrogant, like they just want it. Yeah, I don't know how Casey Anthony got off. I really don't understand it. There's so many things I don't understand. Hey there. Oh, hey, Raphael Scrapper. Thank you. Hello to you. I appreciate you popping in. So yeah, you guys. Hey, Lockhead Bossley. I'm sorry. I saw you come in and I was in the middle of a sentence, but thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. So yeah, y'all. We could, like, go on for days talking about verdicts that were wrong, right? But and speaking of, that'll take me to the next story. Let's go on and talk about Rae Carruth. That was literally my next story. Speaking of verdicts that were in my opinion wrong. Well, not that the verdict was wrong, but I didn't think that the sentence was harsh enough. Let's see. Yeah, kiddo. Kiddo said this was coming from the era of the Rodney King beating. The Rodney King beating, and so many things had happened before, even like for decades before Rodney King got beat in Los Angeles. Like, y'all, it had been a messed up place. But anyway, I'll move on, because we could talk about this, like, we could stay on this subject for 8 hours. Rae Carruth and his bitch ass got released from prison this week. If you were with me a few months ago on this live stream, then you remember that we talked about him And just let me refresh your memory, I guess, for those of you who don't remember, or maybe tell some people for the first time, I don't know. Rae Carruth was a professional football player in the NFL for the Carolina Panthers. When in 1999, he had his then girlfriend killed because he didn't want her to have his child. And at that point, she was already 8 months pregnant. So he set her up to be shot to death. Um, he took her out for a night, and then he ended up blocking her car after she left wherever they went, like a movie or dinner or something. After she left where they went, he blocked her car while a couple of guys fired several rounds into the car that she was driving, and I believe that she was hit 8 times, or maybe there were 8 rounds fired into the car. I can't quite recall, but I'm murky on some of the details because it has been a while. But anyway, she died 4 days later, and was still able to deliver her child, who, because of the loss of oxygen during that traumatic attack, was born with brain damage and cerebral palsy. Her son, whose name is Chancellor Lee Adams, has been raised by his grandmother all this time. And when I reported on the story a few months ago, that's what we were talking about. It was because Rae Carruth had written a letter to a South Carolina news station to let them know that he was about to be released, and he wanted to get custody of his son when he got out of prison. Absolutely disgusting, right? So no need to go back into that story again because we have covered that here on this live stream. American Copperhead, I saw your question. He served 19 years. So he will not be getting custody of his son. He decided after all that he wouldn't seek custody of him. But he did get released from prison. And the Carolina Panthers, finally decided to extend a nice gesture to Rae Carruth's son and the son's grandmother. And they invited him to a fucking football game. Now, truth be told, it wasn't even the Panthers who invited them. It was a longtime Panthers fan who was a season ticket holder, and he had been following this Rae Carruth story. Hey, Robin Nee, how are y'all doing? They had been, yeah, the Watch Riot, also my kiddo, I agree. They had been, this particular fan had been following the Rae Carruth and Sharika Adams story since it happened in 1999, and he thought that Chancellor Lee, the son, deserved to be able to come to a game. And so the fan is the one who made it happen and who pulled the strings and paid the way. And the Panthers just jumped in on at the end for some good publicity. And they allowed Chancellor Lee they decided they would allow him to step onto the field. So, yeah, I mean, good look, Panthers, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure that the grandmother would have greatly appreciated 18 years worth of help with all those medical bills instead. I mean, I'm just saying. Again, not blaming the Panthers for what Rae Carruth did, but I'm just saying that that what they did, like at this time, like they finally decided to do something, and it just seems so small, like they may as well have gone on ignoring it. For me, like this is not good press for them to say they're going to let his son come onto the football field. Like, y'all knew about what was going on, and like y'all didn't say anything since 1999. Like, stop it, right? So that's that. Let me get back to the comments and see what y'all are saying about this. And I really appreciate the flow of the chat. I hate that I'm not seeing all the comments, but I'm trusting my moderators to take out what needs to be taken out. There's a lot of comments that I see I've been missing. Rafal, what'd you say? What a nice gesture? Is that what you're saying? Kiddo says Rae Carruth is playing the victim now. He stated that it will be hard for him to find a job. Yeah, you know what, Rae Carruth, I guess it is going to be hard for you to find a job. And it's going to be hard for Sharika Adams to find a job too, because she's dead. Like, who gives a fuck that Rae Carruth is going to have a hard time finding a job? It's the daughter, it's the son that they had, Tammy. Yeah, the son is still alive. He's 19 years old now. 18 or 19 years old, the grandmother, the mother of the deceased girl, raised raised that young man. Like I said, he had brain damage and cerebral palsy and cerebral palsy. I say cerebral, but cerebral palsy. Um, he's had to do like all kinds of rehab, his whole life. Like it's been hard, but that grandmother, to me, she's a saint on earth. Because even at the time that Rae was talking about wanting custody, she's like, maybe we can work something out where he can visit him sometimes, but he can't take my baby from me. He and Rae Carruth, like, you've been in prison for 19 years. This is not some you know boy who grew up perfectly healthy, because thanks to you, you know he has special needs. You're not just going to be able to get out of prison and know his schedule and the care that he needs, the places he has to go, the doctors he has to see, like. And do you have the money? Do you have the means to take him around and do the things that he needs to do? It was a very selfish thing to begin with for him to say that, but like I feel like maybe now he's going to try to be some kind of media whore, because I don't think that, could he ever really have seriously meant that he really wanted to take care of this child? Like, you've been out of this child's life his whole life. As a matter of fact, you tried to end his life, and now you want custody. I feel like maybe you just want some publicity. You want to get people talking about you before you get out, and maybe, I don't know, are you trying to get a job doing sports commentary on NBC? Like, NBC obviously will hire anybody, Rae, but I think that even they have to draw the line somewhere. Maybe you might even be a bit much for NBC. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking. Um, I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, saying is it gonna be hard for him to find a job? Like, who cares about you and your job? Yeah, okay, so he served 19 years, American Copperhead, when all was said and done. I don't mind at all skin color. We are all peeps, right? Yes, we are all peeps, but let's be honest. Our skin color has an effect on how we're treated as peeps in this world. All peeps don't get treated equally because of our skin color. Let's just keep it real. Um, let's see. Yeah, Tracy. Hey, thank you for coming back. I did mention that the Panthers decided to let him get on the field, and I think that that's like a I don't think it's enough, frankly. I was just talking about that, Tracy. It was actually a Panthers fan whose idea it was in the beginning that Chancellor Lee and his grandmother should be at the game in the first place, and I feel like the Panthers just jumped on the bandwagon for some good publicity. Megan Fox is in the house, y'all. Megan Fox is in the house. Oh my God, danger! Yes, Megan, I was in YouTube jail, girl. They were trying to put me on lockdown until January the 11th, but I filed an appeal because they said that one of my videos was inappropriate when I reviewed Hell's Kitchen. So they had me up in the jail, girl, but they let me out, and they let me out of jail, and they gave me my monetization. So they freed me and they gave me reparations. I'm free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty. I'm free at last, y'all. I'm out, and I'm getting this money. Decline gave me $2, and I got £2 from Rido Boy. I'm getting rich too. So yeah, they let me out. But thank you, Megan. Yeah, I was gone. They were trying to have me on lockdown till January the 11th of 2019. Ooh, I couldn't stay away for that long, y'all. And Tracy was telling me just make a new channel. But yeah, Tracy, I did see that, and it's something. But I'm like, shit. Like, could y'all knock down Granny a couple of 100,000 for medical bills for the last 19 years, like something? And you'll take most of it as a tax write off, I'm sure. And again, I'm not saying that it's the Panthers' fault, but I'm just saying that what they're doing is way too little, way too fucking late for me. Like, he gets to walk on the field. Panthers, get the fuck out of here. And the only reason that any of it happened is because of this one fan. This fan was the driving force behind it. This wasn't the Panthers' idea. The Panthers weren't sitting in their boardroom trying to figure out what they could do for Rae Carruth's son. So I'm not impressed with them letting him walk on the field. Let me see. What's the next story? What is the next story? Y'all, Dr. Phil. Okay. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to talk about this, but it was such a hot topic, and then somebody actually brought it up when I asked what y'all wanted me to talk about today, because I did a quick stream last night. Oh, thank you, Megyn. Okay, Tracy said she didn't understand the gesture. What is the point of having this young man come out onto a football field? Like why is he there? And I didn't watch, y'all know as much I love football, y'all. I'm a Texas girl through and through, and we love Jesus and football and guns here, right? So, oh, Daquan, you gave me another $5. Now, look here, Daquan, I appreciate that. That makes me feel special. And y'all, me and Daquan, we've had words on here before, because Daquan like came and me left. I felt one way, but one day, but like we talked it out, and that's why y'all like I don't. My moderators, I appreciate y'all. But if people like have an opposing view or something, then don't delete what they say or whatever. As long as they're like not being disrespectful, no name calling or whatever, or like calling y'all. Like I've gotten to the point where I can deal with trolls. But if somebody's calling you all names or something, then of course, delete the comments or put them in timeout or whatever. But yeah, like me and Daquan, like we've exchanged words a couple of times, but like Daquan is on here now hooking your girl up with a little bit of money. Yeah, I'm fine. Exactly, Megyn. Let them talk if they don't get dumb. That's it. As long as like they'll still call me Ty and not bitch, or black bitch, or ugly black bitch, or whatever that, then I'm okay. And as long as they're not calling y'all names like that, I'm okay. I'm fine with opposing views. We can talk things out. We probably won't necessarily agree on everything. We might disagree on this topic and be like in 100% agreement on the very next topic. So let people speak their minds. It's a lot going on today, and I'm out of practice reading the chat. So I'm not catching up with everything, but I'm seeing that a lot of comments are getting deleted, and I'm not getting on y'all. Y'all have a wrench for a reason, because I do kind of trust y'all. But yeah, I agree with Megyn. That's why I like to talk about uncomfortable topics on here. And I notice that sometimes, like, I don't get me wrong, like there are things that I miss, but there are things that I see too. I notice that, like, I might have 20 people in the stream, and I could be talking about something lighthearted and fluffy, but then when I start talking about racial things, 5 people will leave the room at once, and I do notice those things. But I feel like those uncomfortable conversations are the ones that we need to be having, and I need to figure out, like, now how to do a panel. Because I would like to get opposing views, because all of y'all don't, everybody doesn't agree with me, and maybe there's people watching who don't agree with something I'm saying, but they don't feel comfortable to say, nah, Ty, I don't agree with that. And I don't want anybody to not feel comfortable to voice their opinion. As long as we do it with respect, I don't care. Like, I might just read the comment and say, I don't agree, and move on. But like, I'm not going to call you out of your name, or, no, you fuck boy, like, you got it wrong. Like, I'm not gonna do that, And so I appreciate, like, and there's another guy who reminds me of Daquan, another guy named Justin Case. He's come into the live stream and, has had some things to say, some disparaging things to say about black women, in my opinion. And I, had to check him and say, no, that's not how I feel about it. But then, I noticed he will come in my stream the very next day. And so I appreciate that. Sometimes we just have to disagree and move on. Sometimes by talking, we can, even if we can't necessarily change someone's mind, we can at least make them see, well, this is why I feel that. You don't have to feel it, but this is why I feel that way. And a lot of things are about perspective. I don't think that everything is just black and white and, my way is right. And if you don't agree with me, then you must be wrong. No. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I support you because you're real. And even though you don't, oh, well, anyway, he said I'm real. So I got to see what the rest of his comment is. It might be something ugly next. You don't get no refund on your super chat. So, okay. So anyway, let's go and talk about Dr. Phil and this dark skinned girl. I appreciate that, Tammy. And I love talking about race, and I like for white people to be in the room. I like for other races of people to be in the room when I talk about race, because it's easy to, get around a whole bunch of black people and say, like, this is what we feel, and, and like, then we all agree. But even then, we don't all necessarily always agree. But, I just feel like people, I don't know. I really feel like we could just really, really get an understanding of each other if we did talk about the stuff that's uncomfortable. So that's what I try to do, because that's what I like to talk about, let's see. Even though you're not with a black guy, now, you still don't talk shit about us. Just plenty of other women on YouTube are supposedly with black guys that talk mad shit about us. Yeah, I can't do that. And now I will call out individual black men for talking shit about black women, because I don't like that. And so, yeah, but I've never put all black men in a box and say this is what all of them do. But I do think that there's far too many, like, especially talking shit about black women. I hate that. I hate that. And it seems like the darker the woman, the easier of a target she is. And that's why I talk about colorism on my channel too. But yeah, I'm never going to talk shit about black men as a whole. I was raised by a black man who was my king, who is. My father's still alive. I'm thankful. My dad was my everything. I come from a black man, so I'm not, even though I'm with a white man, I'm not going to be disrespecting black men. And I wouldn't be with a white man who disrespected black men. Like, no, I can't do that. I can't even get angry on you. I will not call you, what? Bear, other stuff, or call you other stuff. You are a woman, so it's mean. You're pretty. You might not be my type, but you're still a pretty woman. I appreciate it. Hey, I know not everybody's cup of tea, but that's all right. I appreciate it. Rafael, thank you very much. Oh, Lordy. I love it. We can just be real. We can just be real. Let's see here. Okay, let me get to the story. So, I don't know if you all saw this, or if you saw anything about it, but Dr. Phil this week. First, let me start by saying I don't know if this was a publicity stunt or if this was really reality, but it does not seem real to me. Let me just put that out there. A teenage girl, thank you, Megyn, says we need more people like Ty. I agree. No. A teenage girl, a 16-year-old girl to be exact, by the name of Treasure, appeared on the Dr. Phil show. Her message was that she is white. Now, to look at her, she appears to be a dark-skinned black girl. She appears to be a very pretty dark-skinned black girl. Her mother and brother were on the stage with her. They're both lighter than she is, but I would call them like brown. They're like my complexion. And now her brother does not seem to have these issues at all that she has. She has some very poor opinions of black people. And it seems like because of those opinions, she has chosen to not identify as black. And because of the way she talks, it makes her look and sound absolutely crazy. Because we see what we see. We don't look at her and see Caucasian. But here are some of her quotes from the show. Now, these are all just different things she said at different points. I'm a Caucasian because most everything about me is different from African Americans. African Americans speak ghetto. When it comes to black people, they're ugly. Like, okay, it goes on though. There's more. But wait, there's more. I have nothing in common with them. My figure is just like Kim Kardashian's, and she's a wonderful role model. White people just act way more mature than African Americans. Black people, they think in a criminal way. Also, she said, I tell my mom, I'll never be like any of those Negroes. Yeah, okay, like if this is real, it's bad, but like that one just made me laugh because it made me think of something that I used to joke around with my father. Like when my parents bought their retirement home, it was really beautiful, really nice, and I was just joking around with him, and I said, "Oh, father, do you remember when we were Negroes?" Like after we moved into that. So anyway, that made me think about that. Just totally an inside joke, not laughing at what she's saying about us, black people. Um, she said it made me feel good to put down an African American person because it helps them stay in their place. um, they're all gorillas, she said. And when asked if she had ever reached out to the KKK, she replied, I have their number on speed dial. They keep me current on like updated events. She said, I identify with the Ku Klux Klan because the way they believe is just so smart. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, and then she also said, white is right and white power. She said these things. Her mom said that she used to mangle and destroy her black dolls. Now, mom, if this is true and if this is not a made up publicity stunt, then I'll have to say, mom, then that should have probably been a sign to you that something wasn't quite right with Treasure, like when she was 5 years old, you know. So again, like I said, I feel like this is a publicity stunt. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if I hope that I'm wrong or if I hope that I'm right. But it just didn't seem real to me. And in my opinion, it's like shame on you, Dr. Phil, and shame on you, whatever Treasure's mom, for exploiting this little girl. I think that it was Journey. Journey was in the live stream that I did last night when I was asking for topics, and she is the one who mentioned that this little girl Treasure is. It looks like she's hoping to become the black version of is it Batty Baby? Danielle, blah 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 blah, whatever her name. Catch Me Outside, the Catch Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil. What's her rap name? Is it Batty Baby? I don't keep up with her, but anyway, it's Journey. I'm sure it's the one who mentioned last night that it seems like this little black girl is maybe trying to become the black version of Catch Me Outside girl, and I promise you, it's not going to turn into any kind of money making opportunity for this little black girl if that's what she calls herself trying to do. Acting like a fool does not pay off when you're black on social media, and like you have to already have gotten to a certain point before acting like a fool pays off. Like you got to be on Kanye level for acting like a fool to pay off and be black. You can't just start like from a TV show or social media and come up like that. It does seem to pay off when you're racially ambiguous, i.e. Cardi B, and it seems to pay off when you're white or partially white or anything but black, i.e. Cash Me Outside girl with her record contract now that she has from Atlantic Records after her appearance on the Dr. Phil show, and Lil Tay with her millions of Instagram followers and endorsement deals that she was getting. So, yeah. But y'all, what do y'all think? I mean, okay, so y'all know I think it's a publicity stunt. Let's say that it's real. Well, I mean, what? Okay, so from what I understand, the mother was married. The mother had both her children with a black man, and I guess whatever things didn't work out with him, so she married a white man And I guess that these kids grew up thinking that that was their biological father. So maybe this little girl grew up thinking that she was biracial. And then it sounds like he had them living in a predominantly white suburb, but then he passed away. So after he passed away, then they didn't have the money to continue living in the predominantly white suburb that they were living in. So they had to move to the inner city, where maybe, the black kids were a little bit more rowdy, maybe a little bit more ghetto, or whatever. And so she resented this move, and like, because of, I guess, now the kinds of black people that she were around, she didn't want to associate with them or be associated with them or identify as one of them. So now I'm Caucasian. I'm better than these white kids around me. And so, and then who do we blame? Do we blame the mom? I mean, because can we blame the mom because the son didn't turn out that way? Do we blame the mom, or do we say that something was wrong with this little girl from Jump Street? If we're saying that it's real, and I'm having a hard time trying to dissect this as a real situation, so I'm just trying to think of things that we could say. Like, okay, first of all, y'all tell me. I'm about to go to the comments. Y'all tell me, do y'all believe that this was a real story or a publicity stunt? If you will, just type in the comments, real story or publicity stunt, and let's take the conversation from there. Tell me what y'all think. Fred Jones, hi. We got a new person in the house. I think the shooter worked for Israel to try to get American Jews to move to Israel so they can build more settlements in Palestine land. Wow, that's deep. And we moved on, but okay, I'll still accept comments on anything. Okay, Journey says publicity stunt. She's shitting on her stepdad, making him seem like a KKK member, which I'm pretty sure he wasn't. Oh, okay. Yes, Catch Me Outside girl is calling herself Bad Baby. Okay, but she spells it bad. Okay, with a B, with a H. Bad, bad baby. No, bad baby. Okay. Deborah says she thinks it's a little bit of both, a little bit reality, a little bit publicity stunt. American Copperhead says there may be something wrong with her, but her mother should have been honest with her if this is real. Okay, yeah. And I could be wrong. I don't know if the mom did try to make her think that the white man was their biological father. I'm not sure about that. Okay, yeah, you think it's a little bit of both. I got you, Deborah. I never seen to make that call, but I get tired of the parents being blamed for everything. Sometimes kids get into friendship with other kids. Yep. Too, and get into, now that's true. And after a certain age, you can't blame the parents anymore. Now she's already 16. I kind of feel like 12 is the cutoff for me, that kids really do start to make up their own minds. Not that they should be, just like out in the world making their own decisions, but I do kind of think that about the age of 12, they're going to do what they're going to do. Let's see here. The death of her stepfather triggered something. You're saying that the death of the white father, and maybe it kind of does seem that way. But the mom saying that she would always used to mutilate her black dolls. Hey, Food Wars Permaculture, thank you for stopping in. Thank you, Free. So yeah, but if she grew up mutilating her black dolls, and there was always something going on there. Okay, so the kids knew that the white man was not their biological father. So I guess in her mind, this is like a younger version of a reverse Rachel Dolezal, because she must know that she doesn't present as white. She does not present as Caucasian, just this outer shell. But so maybe like for her, it's all in here. And when I was y'all remember y'all asked me to talk about the whole transracial thing. In reading up on transracial, transracial people, sometimes it does appear to be that they will say that it's just a mindset. It's what you believe in here, like not necessarily the way you present to the world. So I is this just a transracial girl that we're looking at if we're gonna say that it's real? Um, the I love black peeps grandmas speak always screaming and trying to be in control of everything stereotype, but I love it. Yeah, definitely a stereotype. Rafael, let's see. I still dated her. Though I'll change her mind about this shit. Wait, what are you talking about? Hold up, I missed something. Oh wait, okay. Are you talking about right up? Where are you talking about treasure? Um, You must get on a panel, Ty. I'm gonna invite you. Oh yeah, I've been invited on What the Hell at 7. He said that he's doing an all lady panel for something. But I like the idea of panel discussions because I mean, like as much now I love this. This is like the best thing about YouTube for me is live interaction. But man, like if I could actually like hear what other people are saying, like the more interactive for me, the better. Because I like talking to y'all, but I don't want to feel like I'm just preaching and like these are the stories and this is what I think about it and you better like it and give me $2 in my super chat. Like no, I want to like get everybody's comments, and that's why I do my best to try to read all the comments. And I know that I missed some. I know that I can't get them all in because we'll be here all day, especially today because there's so much I want to talk about today. But I wish that like I could have like maybe 3 or 4 more people like who I know like represent different ideologies for me. I do want to do call-ins, Tracy. I gotta figure out how to get myself set up to do that because that is something that I want to do. I think that I like that better than anything. The idea of a call-in show. So y'all can see like when somebody call because I want to hear the tone too because sometimes like you'll be reading something and just because they don't agree with what like let's say I'm reading a comment, you don't agree with what I think, and so, like, I'm probably reading it in my head with an attitude that you didn't even have. You're just saying, well, no, I disagree, Ty. But, like, in my head, it's like, no, I disagree. Why you got, like, but you didn't mean it like that. You're just typing words. Like, you're just saying, no, I disagree. But, like, because you're disagreeing with me, I hear a tone there, when I'm reading it. Hi, Derek. How are you doing? But, like, the tone might not be there. Like, let's say, whatever, we're talking about Megyn Kelly. And I'm saying she's racist. And then you're like, no, Ty, I don't think that she is racist. I think that blackface is okay. That might be the way you type it, but you're like, no, Ty, you're wrong. You nigger nigger. And there's nothing wrong with blackface. How dare you talk about Megyn Kelly? Like I might hear that way because I don't agree with you. And so it would be nice to do a call-in show where I can hear someone call in and say, I would love to hear opposing views and get opposing views because there's going to be somebody else out there who there's going to be somebody watching who doesn't agree with everything that I'm saying. And I don't expect everybody to agree with everything that I'm saying. But if you do, you're super fucking smart. But I'm just saying, I don't expect everybody to have my opinion on every story that I discuss. And so it would be nice to just like get a real interaction, like, then like we can talk it out. Like we'll probably hang up the phone still disagreeing, but okay, well, I see why you're saying that because this is your background. This is your particular experience. So that's why you think that this is the way, or whatever. But yeah, you're right, Tracy. You're right. And I'm glad that you mentioned the calling because that's something that I had been wanting to do for a long time, but I had just kind of forgotten about it because like my channel, I kind of felt like it was just dying off for a while. But yeah, and actually Derek knows I've talked with Derek about wanting to do my show as a call in, but I got to get myself set up. I don't know like what software or what programs or what whatever kind of expense that's going to be. But if I did it as a call in, would y'all call in? Like I would love that. Discord is an option as well. disagreeing and discussing about that could be in Discord. Is that like a phone service or something? Okay, I'm a little bit lost, but yeah. So anyway, yeah, I like a good disagreement. A call-in show would be fun. Like, would y'all call in if I did that? So anyway, yeah, y'all, this little black girl, if this is real, she is confused. If this is not real, shame on Dr. Phil for pulling a publicity stunt for ratings, because I do believe that that's what he's trying to do. YouTube has a feature that lets you group session group. Are you gonna group session chat? Group session chat with people. Um, you will call in one time, only one time. um, Okay, so you American Copperhead, you're not talking about like the panel discussions, are you? Are you talking about something different? Because there's a lot that I really don't know, you guys, honestly, but I think a call-in show would be most fun. I want to hear your voices. Like, I want to know what y'all sound like. Y'all know what I look like. Y'all know what I sound like. Like, I want to know something about y'all too. So, okay, I'm going to have to look into what it would take to do that. I know there's going to be some cost to it, and it might take a little bit of time, but if y'all are willing to call in, I would love that. Like, that would be like my ultimate YouTube dream. Like, and I really had forgotten about it for a minute until Tracy mentioned it, but that would be the most fun to me. I think even more so than a panel. I would love that. Okay. So thank you for putting something back in my head. Okay, I got you, American Copperhead. I got you. So speaking of non-black people who are able to turn making who are able to turn acting a fool into money-making ventures, let's talk about Lil Tay again. Raise your hand if you know who Lil Tay is. We've talked about her before on here, and you might know her already. You might have already known about her. She is a little girl who is half white and half Asian, and her mom and her brother were running her social media and having her act a fool and talk in what I call a black accent, just real ghetto and full of extra sass and all this shit, in order to make her look cool, right? And she's labeled herself as the youngest flexer of the century. Let me know if y'all know about Lil Tay. We've talked about her on here before, and I think I don't know if I showed y'all a video or not. If you don't know who I'm talking about, look her up. It's Lil Tay, Tay. For those of you who don't know about her, her whole shtick was flashing money on a camera and saying that everything that she has costs more than your rent. This is Lil Tay. I'm out here at such and such, and these jeans cost more than your whole rent. This Lil Tay, and I'm out here, I got this new long 22-inch weave on, and my weave costs more than your whole rent. This Lil Tay, and I'm out here, and I'm flexing. I'm the youngest flexer of the century. I'm only 9 years old, bitch. I got bigger and better cars than your favorite rapper, ho. That's what Lil Tay was. That's exactly what she did. And yes, it is cringe-worthy. Asian, white and Asian, yeah. Yeah, just annoying as fuck, this little girl. So, turns out, though, that everything that she was using to floss and flex with belonged to her mom's boss. And I talked about that on here, I believe. And when he caught wind of a video that Lil Tay used to make one of his, he caught wind of a video where Lil Tay was using one of his cars to make a video and saying that it was hers. And she, yeah, this is Lil Tay, and I'm in my new car. I just bought this new Ferrari, and it's $200,000, bitch. And I work hard, and I grind harder than your favorite rapper, bitch. And I got the keys, and I'm even driving this car. Like, typical Lil Tay shit. So when he saw that video of this 9-year-old miscreant in his car, He said, yeah, Tay, little Tay's mom, I'm gonna have to let you go. Now, her job that she got fired from was working for him as a high-end real estate agent for his company. Um, so all of those high-end properties Little Tay's mother would show to clients are the where they were filming Little Tay, where she was pretending like these were homes that she just bought with her 9-year-old ass. I'm 9 years old and I just bought this mansion and I'm living out here in Beverly Hills and you bitches wish you could live like me. Lil Tay got it going on, all this shit. So, um, turns out that she was not living in any mansions in Beverly Hills or anywhere in California. She, in fact, was flexing in her mom's boss's properties in Toronto, Canada. Um, and according to Lil Tay, though, let her tell it, the story is that she was living in Atlanta and she was broke when she was 6 years old. And then one morning, she decided that she didn't want to be poor anymore. So she got up and she started working hard and moving bricks. Literally, that's what she said. Something like, yeah, this little Tay, and I just want to let y'all know, I used to be poor. When I was 6 years old, I was broke and I was living in Atlanta. And then one day, I just decided, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. So I started working hard and I started moving bricks. And now I live in this mansion. I got all this stuff. My toilet costs more than your whole rent. That's her story, right? So I don't know if Lil Tay knows that moving bricks means selling drugs. um, I don't know if Lil Tay or her mother or her brother who feed her these words know that a trap house is a house where crack is sold. But she's also professed to be in the trap house with her money and flexing on these hoes because whatever. So I'm just like, yeah, trap house and mansion, she seems to use those as synonyms, but they're not exactly the same thing at all, are they? Nevertheless, sometime during this summer, there were no more posts on Lil Tay's social media accounts. Now, while most of the world was like, yay, her stupid ass fans, they're probably also 9-year-olds too. They were concerned and looking for more content from Lil Tay. And then earlier this week, someone claiming to be a friend of the family posted on Lil Tay's Instagram on her behalf, basically to make it seem like Lil Tay's father has kidnapped her. And now she's in a bad situation because her father is some big bad spooky man. But I think that it's clear to most of the rest of the world that Lil Tay's mom has lost custody of her, and rightfully so. Um, Let me show you all this post, or let me read you all this post um, that someone put on her Instagram. They said, let me reveal the truth that millions of people have been asking about for months. This was Lil Tay the last time she was happy. So there's a picture of her 2 hours before Christopher John Hope, her abusive absentee father, will go into further details in the next post, who hasn't been in her life for years, handed her a court order forcing her to go to his home in Canada, in which she was constantly abused by Hope and his wife. He banned her off social media because he was afraid she would expose the truth, in all caps, to the world. The truth of what he has done and hasn't been punished for. For the past few months, he's been trying to destroy Tay and her mother's life for his own financial gain. I am someone who previously worked with Tay and have seen everything unfold since the beginning. I will not stay silent any longer about this any longer. Hold up, let me put this down. Christopher John Hope is trying to grab her fame, money, and ultimately take Tay away from her mother, who has loved and cared for little Tay all her life. Hashtag free Lil Tay. So some person who has access to Lil Tay's social media account, claiming to be someone who's been working with Lil Tay. Hey Jadale, how are you doing? Yeah, it has been a while. I was in YouTube jail. So anyway, this person says that see you, American Copperhead. Okay, I see you're saying bye. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming in. I really do. So yeah, this person is saying that Lil Tay's been basically that her father showed up with a court order to take her away. So it sounds to me like a judge awarded custody of Lil Tay to her father, who's probably a more suitable parent, who isn't going to have her running around all over the country to meet with grown ass male rappers to make stupid videos and run her potty mouth all over Instagram. So yeah, and I'm guessing that Lil Tay's mom's money is dried up since she got fired from her job, and Lil Tay and her being the biggest flexer of the century, the youngest flexer of the century, that was what was paying mom's bills. So now mom is trying to make it look like dad is some kind of deadbeat, absentee, abusive father. When in fact, we all kind of think, mom, that you're the one who's abusive. We've seen video footage of Lil Tay trying to make these ghetto videos, to put on Instagram. And we see her older brother, who's like a teenager, I think he's like 15, 16, coaching her from the sidelines. And she's, on camera, yeah, this Lil Tay, bitch, and I'm good. And so he's like, no, no, you hear him in the back, no, 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 more ghetto, like sound more black, And so this is what they're doing, to the point where this little girl is crying because she can't just be a 9-year old. She's crying, and she's trying to make her mom happy by doing these stupid ass videos. So I pray to God that her dad keeps her the hell off of social media. I don't know why they're trying to say that dad wants money out of Lil Tay. If he wanted money out of her, he would have just kept her social media accounts going, or he would have created a new social media account for her and just had her continuing to act a fool, because they were getting money out of it. Lil Tay had millions of social media followers, and that translates into endorsement deals. But dad, it sounds like he's just wanting her to get rid of this Lil Tay persona and get her little ass off of social media and take her little ass to school. And so I don't believe for 1 second that this is anyone other than Lil Tay's mom, or possibly her older brother, who's on here saying that this man handed her a court order forcing her to leave. Like, no, a judge would have had to have done that. He didn't just like go and get a court order to go and snatch a kid up out of your house. You're not a fit mother because you think that it's okay for your 9-year-old daughter to be running around the country behind grown ass rappers and make out just run her potty mouth, like I said, all over social media. So hopefully Lil Tay is somewhere with her hair dyed back its natural color and going to school and learning and just being a regular 9-year-old. Maybe take her, get some violin lessons or gymnastics classes outside of that, but not let her extracurricular activity be acting a goddamn fool on Instagram, for endorsement deals. So anyway, I'm glad, and I hope that this is the last that we've seen of Lil Tay, the youngest flexer of the century, because she was annoying as fuck. So thanks to dad, thanks to the judge who awarded dad custody for taking Lil Tay off of your screens and mine. So yeah, that's what I think about that. Let's see here. Raphael said, I was poor in my life, but now I'm no complaining. It was times when I was starving, but I'm good. Good lesson now. See, well, that's good. That's always a plus. Let's see here. Anytime that we can do better for ourselves, it's always a blessing. But do I believe that Lil Tay pulled her 9-year-old self up from her bootstraps by moving bricks? No, I don't. Okay, Raphael, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate seeing you in here, and I'm enjoying everybody, y'all. Looks like we're at a loss of words for this little Tay story. Let's see. Kiddo says before Treasure deleted her Facebook page, there are no pictures of her white friends, etc. She also sells bundles of hair on her social media platform. Oh, okay, okay, that's interesting. Kiddo. Kiddo says, okay, now we're back to talking about the little black girl on Dr. Phil. Kiddo says, I think Ty Treasure is a publicity stunt. She thinks that this is how she can blow up and get into modeling. Treasure's friends say that this is a stunt. Her Facebook is deleted. Okay. Look, y'all, look who's in the house. TW23 is in the house. I let y'all know that she was gone. Y'all know that the last time that I was able to get on live before I was in YouTube jail, I did read an excerpt from her letter where she said some hellos to Poetry and Animations Real. But yeah, she's been. Well, do you want to go on and tell them what you've been up to, TW23? I'm glad to have you back in the stream today, and I'm so proud of you. Did you get my second letter? I meant to ask you that when I was on Twitter with you and Poetry yesterday. Did you get my second letter? Because I know that I was expecting it to get there probably like a few days before you graduated, but I hope you got it. Her stepfather died over 10 years ago. This is a hoax. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I can't put too much into the whole Treasure thing. Um her mom gave her a stripper name, in my opinion. But anyway, let's see here. What do y'all think? So yeah, that's it on Lil Tay, y'all. So everybody who love Lil Tay, I hope you were able to save some videos. But her dad is making her little, I won't say her little stupid ass. He's making her little annoying ass go to school and be a 9-year-old. That's what it sounds like to me, and I'm all for that because that little girl used to get on my nerves. Okay, I'll go on and talk about the other stories that I have notes on. I still have some things that I wanted to talk about that I don't have notes on, but I'll go on and finish the stories that I do have notes on. This is going to be a long stream. We'll see. Now, let me know if y'all want me to cut this stream short. Okay, bye, Deborah. See, people are breaking up. So y'all let me know if y'all want me to cut this stream short and talk about some more stuff next week. Because, like, this would be a long stream if I went through every single story I have. So since Poetry's here, and she's the one who asked for it last night when I did the quick live to ask what you want me to talk about today. Let's go on and talk about these pipe bomb packages. And I don't have a lot on it because it's just a weird story to me. A number of suspicious packages got delivered to various people and entities, all of which seem to have a common thread that they are left-leaning or Democrats or liberals. Packages showed up at President Obama's house, President Clinton's house, the CNN headquarters. Bye, Deborah. Did I say bye to you? I appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody's support. Y'all know I love y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Um, Maxine Waters, that Maxine Waters. I don't know if it was her house or office. Robert De Niro's restaurant, and apparently a package was supposed to go to Joe Biden, but somehow it got intercepted. But none of the packages detonated, and frankly, I'm still unsure as to what they were. Were they all bombs that failed, or was this just some kind of scare tactic to make people think that they were sending bombs? If y'all have more information on it, then let me know. I looked up what I could find out, but it wasn't a lot that just made sense to me. Um, all I know is that I'm glad that nothing happened to Robert De Niro, because that is when I will lose it, because that is like my ultimate sex symbol. So anyway, I'm glad that he's okay. I mean, I'm glad that they're all okay. But yeah, okay, that's what I kept seeing it like as pipe bomb packages, but nothing exploded, thankfully. Um, so yeah, that's that on that. Um, Spice, y'all, Spice. Let me go on and get on her because I don't see any comments about that, but I'll go back to the comments. Oh wait, I'm trying to figure out how dude got their home addresses. So yeah, so okay, everything didn't go to the home addresses though, but for sure the Clintons and the Obamas, those packages showed up at their homes. Did Maxine Waters go to her home or her office? And then I know that Robert De Niro showed up at his Nobu restaurant. So yes, Robert De Niro. That's I've had a crush on him since I was 14 years old. When I saw Cape Fear. I don't know if y'all seen Cape Fear, but if you haven't, you probably think that something's wrong with me for having a crush on him after seeing that movie at the age of 14. But yeah, Robert De Niro, he's got it going on. So now we're on to Spice. Um, Spice, I did not know who she was, I'll admit, until I saw her on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta last season. Apparently, she's a huge dance hall and maybe also reggae artist in Jamaica, where many of us know colorism, and as a result, skin bleaching also being at like an epidemic high. I didn't like anything that Spice had to offer on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and it doesn't seem like, but it does though seem like she actually makes some decent music. I'll say that. But I was just so put off by her personality that I just wasn't interested in her music. Now Spice, she's a very dark skinned black woman, and she came out this week on Instagram in a photo in which she looked very, very fair or light skinned or almost white, however you want to say it. Okay, C23, thank you for coming in. You know, I love you. I'll be hitting you up on Twitter and texting you. Um, she had on a blonde wig in this picture, and she looked like a completely different person from the person who I saw on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And immediately after this photo came out, she was getting a lot of criticism on social media, and people were criticizing now, you know, people were criticizing how she looked now, and saying that that like they were calling her crazy and saying, she must be ashamed of who she is, ashamed of her skin, and they were calling her out for bleaching her black skin. And all of this, she went through, and I guess people went through on social media to find out that it was a publicity stunt from one of her new songs, this new song of hers in which she highlights the issues that black people, and it seems like specifically black women, face in dealing with colorism. The song is called Black Hypocrisy. And in the song, she talks about how she's often insulted for her dark skin. And she's told that she'll get further ahead in her career if she lightens her skin. So she makes a suggestion, why don't I just give you what you want? I'll lighten my skin, and then what will you say about me? And pretty much from the comments that she got on social media, I can say that the name of her song, Black Hypocrisy, is dead on. Now all of a sudden people are telling her that she needs to embrace her beauty, her natural beauty, and she's crazy for trying to look white. But none of these people were telling her that she was beautiful before she bleached her skin. So where's this beauty that she was supposed to embrace that nobody was praising before she turned white? So interesting. And you all know that I do love talking about colorism on this channel. So I do think that her message is an important one. And even though I don't like Spice, I like Rocco he keeps putting his head over here. I'm sorry. Like I said, when I don't like Spice, but like I said earlier in the stream, when someone does something that I think is good, I have to give him or her props for it. And when I think that they do BS, I had to call them out on their bullshit. Now, the main reason that I didn't like Spice on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was because she very blatantly fat shamed another castmate. It was a younger girl who's a rapper who goes by the name of Tokyo Vanity. And Spice is not exactly what I would call skinny herself. But not only did she fat shame her, but she tried to play dumb about fat shaming her at the reunion when she was called out for it and say, well, in Jamaica, we just say like, come eat fat girl, and it's like a compliment, but that's not what you were doing. You were trying to talk about this girl for being overweight. And so, even though colorism and fat shaming are two totally different categories. I feel like she might be a little bit of a hypocrite herself. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about it. Did y'all already know? Do y'all already know who Spice is, or did y'all know who she was, or whatever before I started talking about the story? And what do y'all think about her publicity stunt to promote her song about colorism? Let me try to let Rocco out again because I hear his dad in there. Maybe he'll go out there and play with him because he's super, super hyped today. Hang on just a second. Uno, will you take Rocco? Sure. Oh, Sammy's coming too. Hey, come on, little girl. Okay, I'm back. So I don't know if y'all can hear him, but we got different voices for each of the dogs. Let's see here. I need to hear the song. I heard it was a good message. Yeah, it is. It really is. You would think someone in that position would have untraceable information. Yeah. And now you're talking about the other story. As far as the president's, yeah, I wonder. It makes you wonder, like, if it's what of an inside job, because that's not just, you can't just go to the white pages and find the Obamas and the Clintons, right? So yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Spice, but I do like that she did this. And I mean, I wonder if she's going to put some of the comments from her social media in the video. She was, I guess, in the process of making the video when she put that photo on Instagram, and she did like a video to show people that, yeah, like, I am white, so I wonder, it would be nice if they could, like, just really show the hypocrisy, what people were saying. But yeah, I thought that was a cool thing to do. And y'all know that I'll go into more depth on that on my channel, because I mean, we love to talk about colorism here. But yeah, I wasn't feeling her on Love and Hip Hop. Let's see. Oh, Poetry already knew her. She says, uh, I love Spice music. Didn't like her on the episode I watched. Yeah, and I actually watched the show, but it was this rapper named Tokyo Vanity. I don't know if y'all know who she is, but apparently before she got on Love and Hip Hop, everybody knew this song that she had out, like, something about her best friend, like, that's my best friend, that's my best friend. She talking about how her best friend looks so good when she shakes her ass and all this stuff. Cute little girl. She's an overweight girl, pretty girl, from New Orleans, younger rapper. I think she's like 23 years old, and she's very, very overweight. But her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend apparently, I think, was trying to talk to Spice, and they were supposed to sit down to brunch to have a discussion, like, with two of the other ladies, like, as mediators, so that everybody could just be on the same page and they could enjoy this trip to this dude ranch that they went to. None of that really matters, but when Spice sat down, she just kind of wanted to have the conversation, and she didn't want any food. And so the girl, Tokyo Vanity didn't want any food. And Spice was like, yeah, it's probably a good idea that she doesn't eat right now, or something like that, And it's like, no, you're clearly blatantly fat shaming. You can't pretend like this. You meant anything that you said as a compliment. So I didn't like that, But yeah, so that was that. But anyway, cool that she's spreading this message about colorism. I do think that that's important. I have a whole lot more stories, but what I'll do is just get to this one story about Tracy Chapman. Haven't heard her name in a while. I saw her name trending on Twitter, and I'm like, what's going on? Well, she's suing Nicki Minaj. So when Nicki Minaj was supposed to release her most recent album called Queen, the release date kept getting pushed back, and that was something that I did know about. And apparently, one of the reasons that played out on social media, which is something that I didn't know about because I never saw it because I don't pay attention to Nicki Minaj like that, is that Nicki Minaj sampled a Tracy Chapman song called Baby Can I Hold You, a beautiful song, by the way. She sampled it for one of her songs called Sorry. Her song called Sorry. Now, in my opinion, Nicki's sample sounds like complete garbage. And Nicki was reaching out to Tracy Chapman via Twitter to ask her for clearance for the song, which I think is completely unprofessional. Let me close this door because Sammy just came back in. Okay. Okay, so yeah, she asked for clearance for the song, which first of all, why are you reaching out to somebody? Wait, oh, Dre the Goat. Hey, how are you doing? Okay, I'll get to your comment. Let me get this story done. Why are you reaching out on Twitter if you need to do like a real business transaction? Hey, Tracy, can I get clearance for this song? It's gonna be on my album. Like, no, you reach out to her, like you call her, you have your people reach her people like by phone and like or email, like like handle it like a business transaction. This isn't like, hey girl, do you like this picture of my new blonde wig? Give me a thumbs up. Like, no, this is like some serious stuff. So of course, having this being on social media, then that now comes along with Nicki Minaj's retarded ass Barb's, her fan base or whatever. And they're also now trolling Tracy Chapman to hurry up and give Nicki clearance for her song so that she can release her album. And Tracy never gave her the clearance. Tracy Chapman never gave her clearance to use it. So Nicki, now I can say, did not put the song on her album. However, when she was interviewed by Funkmaster Flex, she gave the song to him to play on the air. So he's still playing the song. And then I also understand, and correct me if I'm wrong if you all know, that the Breakfast Club got a copy and played the song as well. So I don't believe that Nicki earned any money from having the song because she didn't put it on the album, but she's letting people hear it. And so then, of course, Tracy's not getting any money, but her song is being played. So it's still, I mean, I'm not an attorney, but it seems like that's still Tracy Chapman's intellectual property that she never gave anyone a right to use. I guess that's how it goes, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. So I wonder if maybe Tracy Chapman, does she need to include Funkmaster Flex and the Breakfast Club and any of these other DJs who played the song in her lawsuit as well? Or maybe does she even need to put them in her lawsuit in place of Nicki Minaj or in addition to Nicki Minaj? I don't know. But it's just bad business all the way around on Nicki's part. And it was just really disgusting watching her retarded ass Barbs go after Tracy Chapman on social media this week. Her fans, I'm sorry, like her stands, they are fucking morons. Like it amazes me how they'll just go and do her dirty work on social media, for no reason. Like anyway, I was disgusted by what I saw. But yeah, let me see what y'all are saying about it. Let me see here. Tracy said, was it a sample or a steal? Seriously, because it was like the whole thing, and it was just much worse. It was like the whole song, but much, much, much worse. Dre to go says, hey, can I tell you about the big fight I got in at Publix yesterday? I really need to get this crap off my chest if you don't mind. Sure. Y'all want to hear about the fight that Dre the Goat got into at Publix? What happened? Sure. If you want to talk about it, that's fine with me. Rhino Boy says, I love Tracy Chapman. I do too. I've loved her since Fast Car. That voice is just so calming and soothing. Oh my God. Um, Poetry says on Twitter, what happened to contacting agents or managers? Exactly, Poetry. Like, how are you just gonna shout out to somebody? Yo, Trace, can I get this song? Like, are you kidding me? Let's see here. That fault is all Nikki, in my opinion. She made the song before getting permission. Why give it to anyone? Like, okay, you made the song, fine, you don't put it on your album, but why would you give it to, if you're gonna give it to anyone at all, why would you give it to a DJ to play? Like, really? Like, Nikki just keep doing stuff to turn me off her. Yeah, me too. I mean, not that I was ever turned on to her to begin with, but like, she's a fucking clown. Her and Cardi B both, and they're both like trying to make people take sides when they are the same bitch. Let's see, Dre. I'm trying to call you Dr. Dre. Dre the goat. Basically, this dude was talking shit about me and my music. And then he punched me and started backing up. Then I kicked him in the head and threw him in the lobster tank. Dre, are you pulling out her leg? Um, did you get any assault charges against you? Did you have to do any time? Were you detained by any authorities? Because that seems extreme. That's much worse than what I did here on YouTube, and I got put in YouTube jail for weeks. But that's horrible. If you're not pulling our leg, that's messed up. Then his homeboys came, hold up, and jumped me, then threw me in the lobster tank. What? Drina, go. Are you trolling right now? Threw me in the lobster tank with him. Then me and him was fighting in the lobster tank until the police came and threw us out the store. Fighting in the lobster tank. How big is this lobster tank at Publix? What state? Are you in Florida? Are you in Florida, Dre? Because I know they have Publix in Florida. Those lobsters were mad because we were in their lobster tank too. So then were the lobsters fighting you? That sounds like some shit you made up. Well, I'm glad that you got to pull our leg for a second. You got problems, Dre the Goat. Well, thank you for that. I don't even know what to say about that. Okay, do y'all want me? Let's see what. They the same bitch. Yes, thank you, Rido Boy. Tested with Ty 2018. They are, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't take sides in that Nicki Minaj, Cardi B thing. They're the same person. They're the same bitch. Like I said it the way I meant it. They're the same bitch. And it's just funny to me watching their stands go back and forth. And it's like, all of y'all just need to kumbaya because y'all are all ratchet as fucking retarded. Oh, and we don't care. Like, the rest of the world does not care about what y'all are doing. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Oh, TW23 just texted me. Okay. So, now that's everything that I had notes on. Do y'all want me to keep going? Or no? Y'all let me know. Because let's see, I'll tell y'all what else I had, and y'all let me know if y'all want me to talk about any of the rest of this right now, or I can do another stream later in the week or next week. Rihanna and Amy Schumer. Hey, I was in YouTube jail. You not ready? And I'm back. They let me out of YouTube jail and put my channel back in good standing. They were telling me that I wasn't going to be able to stream until January 11th, 2019. But they let me out of YouTube jail after I filed my appeal. I had my YouTube attorneys on the on the job, and then they gave me my monetization 2 days after that. So I do wonder, because like Poetry said that, whoever flagged your channel, they helped you out. Maybe in having to review my channel, review my video for my appeal, maybe that made them go on and review my channel for monetization. But anyway, I got it, and I have thanks. Now Daquan has super chatted me twice. He super chatted me $2, and then he super chatted me $5, and then Rhino Boy super chatted me £2, y'all. So I got that international money. What do y'all know about that? I appreciate it. Y'all know I appreciate everything, but like the main thing is this conversation is going. And Tracy bringing back the idea that I wanted for my live streams all along to do call-in shows. If I did this as a call-in show, would y'all call in and voice your opinions about stuff, even if you disagreed with me? Because that's what I like. I really want to have a call-in show. Like that would be so much fucking fun. I got to figure out how to do it and how much money I'm gonna need to put into it. But I got to figure that out. I really, really, really want to do that. I've been wanting to do that for a while. But after being put in YouTube jail, I got disenchanted with YouTube altogether and started studying for some other stuff. So, construction related. I've been in construction for 15 years, and so um, other things going on too. But I would love to do that. So do y'all want to talk about? I never call in, but I love listening to callers. Ty had back chat build up. She's on the road today. Yes, I am on the road today. Um, I would want you to call Tracy. Tracy has such a soothing voice. I don't know if y'all are following her channel, View from Tracy's Point, but she has a very soothing voice. I like listening to her talk. So Emily B, do y'all want to talk about her? Let me, y'all stop me if y'all hear something y'all want me to talk about. Otherwise, I'll go to 3 hours and I'll save some of this for next time because most of this stuff is older anyway. But I just thought that we should talk about it because that's the kind of stuff that people like for me to talk about. But Emily B and Fabulous getting married. Do y'all care about that? Remy Ma saying that everybody can say the N word. Do y'all care about that? Rihanna and Amy Schumer standing with Colin Kaepernick and not doing Super Bowl related stuff. Do y'all care about that? I think I have some other ones that I don't have notes on, but if y'all want to just talk, we can talk. Oh, obviously, Corner Store Caroline, Apartment Patty, Babysitting While Black. Do y'all care about any of those? I'll probably do those three in a separate live stream. Another one of the being a person of color in America live stream. I don't know. But y'all want to talk about any of that stuff? Poetry says let's hear it all. Ooh, gotta get some more water up in here. I might need some food too. It's been a minute. I don't know if I can I give y'all 4 hours today? So okay, have y'all seen the videos? Okay, Corner Store Caroline. That is the white lady who was in, was it Flatbush? It was somewhere in New York. Oh wait, I gotta see. I got to trace this. Okay, so it was somewhere in New York, and there was a white lady in a bodega, where a little 9-year-old boy was shopping with his family, his mother and his younger sister, and he left out of the store, and somehow, some way, this white woman thought that he grabbed her ass, and she made a huge scene. She called the police, or so she says. Even though as I understand, the police never showed up there, but she called the police to say that this 9-year-old boy had sexually assaulted her by grabbing her ass. Mind you, she had no ass. And this little boy, the whole time this is going on, they're outside of the bodega on the sidewalk, and she's, I mean, like, just really going at him. And this little boy is crying. Like, he's scared as hell. And I don't know if, I mean, I don't know what must have been going through his head. But other people are coming up to her on the street trying to tell her to chill out. That's just a 9-year-old kid. And the boy's mother said, you don't even have no ass. Don't nobody want to touch that, or whatever. And she's, standing firm in what she's saying. And he grabbed my ass, and he's just, a little sexual assaulter, and I'm calling the police. And Yeah, everything was caught on tape, and then another white woman approached her and told her that she was being ridiculous, and she needed to, chill out and let this little boy go. And I don't know, she told her that she needed to apologize to her, but it was like, okay, here we go again, like with the barbecue Becky situation, white lady to white lady, right? So a white lady with privilege stands up to use her privilege as she should and steps up to her, and then Corner Store Caroline got in white lady's face too and called her white lady. Well, look here, white lady. And Corner Store Caroline was taller than the white lady who approached her. So she gets all in her space and like it's just towering over her while she's talking to her and telling her, basically she's going to teach the little boy a lesson. And the whole scene was disturbing. If y'all want to see the video, let me know. I'll have to go and grab my tablet and find it. If you all did you all see the video? Just type yes or no and let me know if you saw the Corner Store Caroline video. And if you saw the video, I want to know what you thought about it. Let's see. Tracy said, oh, today someone on Facebook said that Southern and Grambling should not perform at NFL game on Thanksgiving. Oh, I know they want that publicity. What do you think is going to happen with that? Okay, you saw the video, Tracy. What were y'all's thoughts? Like, what ran through your mind when you saw it? Now, I will say, for me, kind of the thing that stuck out in my head more than anything, it wasn't on that actual day, but the little boy was interviewed, I guess, by a local news station after the incident happened, and and Corner Store Caroline issued an apology that did not seem heartfelt at all, and she was still saying that she wants to put the little boy's mother in jail for how she talked to her. But he was asked if he accepted her apology, and he said no. I don't accept her apology. Something's wrong with her. She's crazy. She needs to get help. And that to me was so real. And I know that forgiveness is a thing and it's a good thing, but I do sometimes feel like forgiveness is overrated. And I did feel like that lady was crazy. I did. I've seen since the young man has been on larger platforms, he has changed his stance and he's saying that he does accept her apology. And I do kind of feel like he's being told to say that he accepts her apology, because on the interview that I saw where he said he accepted it, he said it, in my opinion, with a lot of reluctance on his face. He knew that that was wrong. And you know, not to be extreme, but that could have been like an Emmett Till 2.0 situation. And if you don't know who Emmett Till is, I guess that most of us probably know. Hey, Be Fabulous, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. I guess that most of us know, like, Emmett Till is a young man who basically, his name. Oh, Rido Boy gave me another pound. Thank you, Rido Boy. I appreciate that. I'm rich now. I have international dollars. Y'all, I appreciate that. Like, that's just like, I don't know. Like, I know it's like not $1,000,000 or anything, but that just makes me happy. Like, I know that we all work hard for our money. So like when y'all give me $1, I'm like ecstatic, and then I haven't had this opportunity in a while because I haven't been monetized in a long time. But I see, oh, like it lights up, like that's just so cool. So yeah, Emmett Till though, he's a young black boy, 14 years old. He's kind of thought to be the catalyst as to what started the real civil rights movement here in America. He was visiting some relatives in the South, in Mississippi. I think he was from Chicago. And he was rumored to have whistled at a white woman. And these white men in the South were going to let him know, hey, yeah, I know you're from Chicago, and you little black boys might do things differently up there, but down here, that's not the way that it goes. And so he was beaten to death. There was like some kind of wire around his face. His eye popped out of his socket. He was beaten so badly. And his mom says, we're going to have an open casket funeral because the world needs to see what's happening. His teeth were beaten out of his mouth. And that was one thing that his mom always prided herself on, or him on, that her son had this beautiful smile. And then her baby's body gets returned to her from going to visit relatives in Mississippi with no teeth in it, or with a lot of missing teeth in it because someone needed to prove a point, that little black boy, you're not going to look at these white women like you might get away with in Chicago, and here, and then what did it come out? I don't know how many years, maybe it's about 3 years ago or so, or less. I can't exactly remember, but the woman who accused him of whistling at her came out basically on her deathbed to say that that wasn't true. Okay, that's good to hear now. So can we put your ass in jail so that you can spend the last, years, months, days, hours that you have alive, for this crime against a person, and not that I think that like this little 9-year-old boy would have been killed, murdered, or maimed or anything, but still the principle's the same. Here's a white woman screaming, this little black boy touched me, and it never happened. And thank God there was a video surveillance in this bodega. And that's the only reason that she apologized, because they played the video back so that she could see he didn't touch her. He didn't even look at her. I don't even know if he noticed she was there. He's walking out with, groceries in his hands. And I don't know if maybe even his backpack touched her, but it didn't look like anything touched her. It looked like she just turned around and saw a black boy and decided, I'm going to say that he grabbed my ass. And so, fucked up situation. But it does seem like that lady had mental problems. But I still don't think she was sorry. Like, I don't know. I want to know what y'all think. Tracy said, I thought she was crazy, but I thought the mom should have taken her kids home instead of staying and arguing. Now, that's true. That's true. And I don't know if the mom called herself waiting for the police. I don't know, like, did we think the police were going to arrive? I would not have argued with her. And I don't know, but I wonder, my mom might have punched this woman in the face. I don't have any brothers, and so I don't know what it's like, but I just can't imagine that my mom would have took much of that, from this woman. I didn't think it could possibly be as bad as Emmett Till because of the time, and it's not the South either. Yeah, now I didn't think that it could be. I didn't think that he would be killed or anything, right, that boy, but it was the same type of situation. Here's someone being accused of sexually assault and nothing happened, but yeah, I didn't think that he would be killed. Nobody in jail or anything brings back Mrs. Till's son. Exactly. And I'm almost sure that Mamie Till, that Emmett Till's mom was dead at the time that this woman released this apology. So it really falls on no one's ears who mattered to the story. She should have been sent to prison, but she got away. Now she'll probably go to hell now. Probably. I mean, I can't even say that I would feel bad. And hell is a horrible thing. I mean, if it's what you believe in, eternal damnation. She deserves it. Like, I don't like, you don't go around wishing hell on anyone, but good God. Journey says she had mental problems, but the clarity to be racist to lie on that little boy of color, she was saying shit. Yeah, she was saying enough. Exactly. She knew what she was doing, for sure. And no one has said for sure that she has mental problems. To me, I just think that she looked like she did. But if I were serving on the jury or something, I wouldn't let her get away with an insanity plea. No, she knew enough. To know what the fuck was going on at that time. Yeah, Journey said she knew exactly what she was doing. No plea of insanity here. Um, wait, she's not going to hell. She's going to come back reincarnated as a black man. Oh wow. Ooh, let her live hell on earth. Oh lordy. So hell would be too easy for her, you think? And then let her go to hell after she lives on earth as a black man. Yeah, y'all, like that was extreme. That was extreme. We're past the 3 hour mark. Y'all want me to keep going? I can talk about the next story I don't have notes on. Uh, they send Nazi 98-year-old war prisoners to jail. Why not her? I hope Emmett Till got to be reincarnated. He needed another life. Wow. Now that's deep, kiddo. That's deep. Okay, and Ride Up Boy's the one who said that. Yeah. Isn't that a beautiful thought? That's a beautiful thought. Let me see. Let me see what y'all are saying. Okay, let's go on to the next topic then. Let me know. Do y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to talk about apartment Patty? Let me know if y'all want to talk about her. If y'all hear snoring in the background, that is my girl dog, Sammy. She's in here. I'm cooking and listening, so you can talk all night for me. Okay, you want me to sing? You want me to? Okay, I'm gonna sing a song for poetry because she went to the Anita Baker concert. Oh, you don't know that story, Journey? Okay, then we'll do apartment Patty. Speak away. Okay, y'all don't want me to sing. Y'all just want me to speak. The one the other day, yeah, the white lady who wouldn't let the black man into his apartment building because she wasn't sure that he lived there. And let me know if y'all want to see videos, because I'll go on and okay, let me because sounds like some people haven't seen this story. So let me get my tablet and get my tablet set up. And while I have my tablet set up, I'm gonna sing to poetry. I'm gonna sing her an Anita Baker song because I don't think that Anita Baker is necessarily one of her favorite artists, but I know that she went to her concert. So I'm gonna sing an Anita Baker song while I get my tablet warmed up so y'all can see the apartment Patty video. Hold on. Ooh, my tablet is dirty. I need to wipe this screen off. All right, here I go. Y'all ready? Shut up, my kiddo. I'm singing. I won't be neglected. I won't be denied of the pleasure of your kisses, the pleasure of your smile. I think you take for granted that I'll always be here, but just because I love you, it doesn't mean I won't disappear. It's been so long, missing you, baby. Been so long, missing you, baby. Yeah, thoughts of mellow memories of once upon a time. Should only something, something, and you something else. Just let somebody love you. I just don't know why. Whenever I get close to you, you wanna run and hide. It's been so long, missing you, baby. It's been so long, missing you, baby. Okay, I'm just fucking with y'all. Aw, thank you, Deshaun. Deshaun says I have a beautiful voice. Kid, I'm talking about her ears be bleeding when I sing. Hold on now. Let's see if I can. Let me see if I'm connected. You know what? You are right. I am, you know what? I have street cred. I have YouTube street cred. So I need to be rapping. Let me see. I need to think. What's a good getting out of jail song? Y'all think about a good getting out of jail song. I might need to freestyle. Cause I was working on my rhymes while I was sitting down in the cell, you know what I'm saying? I was writing and shut up. Let's see here. That was for you, poetry. Now I'm trying to see if I can find a good old apartment patty video. I haven't turned this tablet on in a minute. So yeah, if y'all donate some more money to my if y'all donate some more money to my super chat, then I can get a new tablet. Y'all see my tablet's cracked? Look at that. That's okay. We're gonna make it. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Give me a second. Let me find this video. I won't be neglected. I won't be denied of the pleasure of your kisses, the pleasure of your smile. I think you take for granted that I'll always be here, but just because I love you, it doesn't mean I won't disappear. Been so long, I'm missing you, baby. Been so long, I'm missing you, baby. Putting pops is a nice song. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. I'm gonna find y'all a video of apartment pate.
I can. Do you live here?
Hold on.
I'm sorry. The keypad is right there.
Let me see.
What's up, guys? Tyra Bear here, the absolute best LGBTQ.
Let's see. I'm trying to find a video I can play. Whenever I get close to you, yeah. Oh, this one's dark. Hold on. That's too dark. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna find a video. Okay. Best of the tops. Okay. This is pretty dark too, though.
I'm sorry. The keypad is
Okay,
right there.
are y'all able to see this, or is it a glare?
That's fine. Into my building.
I can't see if y'all.
Get out my way.
Okay, what unit?
I don't need to say that information.
And can y'all hear it?
Excuse me, ma'am.
I'm uncomfortable.
Okay, you can be uncomfortable. That's your discretion. You're uncomfortable because of you. I need you to move out my way, please.
No.
Now, please, stop touching.
Ah, shit. Hold up. Come get your non-singing relatives. Shut up.
Please, stop touching me.
I'm not touching you.
Just was previously.
I'm not touching you at all.
So I'm going to step in.
I'm not touching you, and
Oh,
I'm
you can't
not
see it well.
in any way doing anything outside of letting my dog go to the bathroom.
Okay, I live here and you're blocking the door.
What unit?
I don't need to tell you that. What unit do you live in?
3.
You want me to find one that y'all can see better? Let me see.
I'm on the 4th floor. Excuse me.
No. You don't have the keypad. You are...
I don't remember these being so freaking dark. Hold on.
What you're seeing right here is $60,000.
I get so sick of this damn advertisement. Hold on, y'all.
I'm sorry. The keypad is right there.
Maybe the original video really was dark.
Into my building.
Okay.
It's my building as well, so I need you to get out my way.
Okay, what unit?
I don't need to say that information. So Excuse me, ma'am.
Can y'all hear it?
uncomfortable.
Okay, you can be uncomfortable. That's your discretion. You're uncomfortable.
Okay.
You. I need
Kiddo
you to
says
get
y'all
away
can
from
hear
this.
it. It's a glare.
Ma'am, please stop touching me.
I'm not touching
You
you.
just was previously.
I'm not touching you at all.
So I'm going to step in.
I'm not touching you, and I'm not in any way doing anything outside of letting my dog go to the bathroom.
Okay. I live here and you're blocking the door.
What unit?
I don't need to tell you that. What unit do you live in?
307.
Okay. Great. I'm on the 4th floor. Excuse me.
No. You don't have a key fob. You are... No.
No. Ma'am.
If you have that, then okay.
Ma'am, you're not security. You're not the property. You're not Mike
But
Herman.
I live here.
Okay, and I live here too. You're not Mike Herman. You're not Rick.
I don't like the fact you have your phone in my face.
Okay, I don't like the fact that you're blocking me for where I paid.
All I'm
live.
asking is what unit?
But you're not, I don't need to tell you that information, ma'am.
If you want to come into my building...
It's not your building. You're not the owner. You pay rent.
Sir, you walk up on a street.
Yes,
that
yes, and I've already buzzed in. I've already
You
used
did
my...
not.
Okay, man, it does not even matter. Can you
Can
get out
you-
of my way?
No, can you show me the key
I
fob
don't,
into this
I'm
building?
not showing you anything. And the second, ma'am, I'm bound to walk through where I live at, so...
No.
Okay.
Can you show me the key fob into this? No.
Excuse me.
No.
Excuse me.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Call police, whatever you want to do.
Where are you going? Do you have a key fob that looks like this? You can film all you want. I'm not being rude. I'm not being disrespectful. You walked into a building that I was taking my dog out and pushed your way in. No. Who are you going up to the 4th floor to see? No, I want to know who you're going to see.
So now you gotta follow me.
I am.
Why?
Because I would like to know who's friends and why you're here.
Because I live here.
And if you do, then I would like to meet you because you're a neighbor. And
You didn't start off on a good note. I don't want to do no diligence. I'm going to my house. Where I live at. Where I pay.
I would like to introduce myself then as a neighbor. I would like to introduce myself.
I do not want to speak with you. Please stop following me. I'm going to call the cops for harassment. That's my next step. Just follow me all the way to my door.
As a player.
And you see my keys in the door.
As
That
a-
is so, that,
As a record, I just want to say hi.
ma'am,
What is your name?
ma'am,
And I'm
you just,
not-
no, have a good night, ma'am. Don't ever do that again. You look pretty stupid on video. Have a nice night.
To
And my name's
what?
Mr. Tolles. Thank you.
Wow.
So that's apartment Patty.
Thanks for checking out.
Journey says that, and I'm sorry for the glare. That lady was so wrong on so many levels. Yeah, she was. I mean, what else can you say about it? I pray that'll never be me because I wouldn't kicked her and or I think you're probably saying you would have kicked her and the dog. Yeah, she deserved it. Like if it would have been me, I probably would have just shoved her out of the way. Like after the very first time I said I've already buzzed in, all that conversation would not have been had. And Daquan saying she wanted BBC, she wanted Big Black Cock. She was kind of straight up. She was kind of acting like it. wanting to know where he lives, telling him where she lives. Um, that's why I'm not buying that she was. I'm not buying that she was scared. That's not the actions of a woman who's scared for sure. Now, whether or not she wanted to have sex with him, I don't know. But she was not scared. If you're scared as a woman, if I'm somewhere by myself at night and I'm afraid, nervous of something that any man might do, I'm not making eye contact with him. I'm walking the other way as fast as I can. I'm just trying to, get into either my car or my apartment or wherever, wherever I need to get. I want to get there and get away from him, get out of sight. I'm not sitting up and holding a conversation with a man, questioning a man, threatening a man about, what I'm going to do because I don't think that he is where he's supposed to be if I'm afraid. My daughter's here, so I had to step away. Okay, be back in a few. Okay. Well, tell your daughter we said hi if you hear us. Tracy said, I think black people engage these people too long. You're so right. Yeah, he gave her way more energy than I would have. She really would have had one time for me to say, I already buzzed in, and if she continued to stand there, I would have pushed her out of the way. But I'm a woman, and so I'm sure that as a man and as a black man, he knows it would have been a completely different situation had he laid even one hand on her. Even if it would have been just to grab her by the shoulder and move her over, it would have been a completely different situation. Then she probably would have been able to get him on some kind of assault charges. Police might have shown up at the lobby of their apartment building and blown his head off. But as a woman, no, I would have pushed the bitch out of the way. Bitch, I buzzed in. Why are you still asking me questions? No, I'm not telling you where I live. I'm not telling you my name. I'm not telling you my social security number or my mother's maiden name. Get the fuck out of the way. Like, she was being absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I saw that she was saying that there's no way that she could be racist because her husband is white. It's like, okay, your husband with whom you're separated from, who you're almost, because her husband is black, rather. I think, yeah, she said there's no way that she could be racist because her husband is black. Well, he doesn't look black, and I didn't know that he was only half black, but that makes sense because he's definitely, if he's black, he's a white passing black man. He doesn't look like a noticeably black man like the man who she was confronting. And so, but I'm so tired of people acting like that means anything. Just because you're with a black person doesn't mean that you are necessarily free of racism. There are people, like I've said on my live stream before, who are racist against the person who, racist against the race of their mate. It happens. And I tell black people all the time, like, watch out. And it's not just black men, black women. There are white men who love everything about us and who dig us and who think that we're awesome women. And then there are also white men who just see us as sexual beings and who just want to fuck us. Don't make the mistake of getting with somebody who just wants to have sex with you and thinking that you're going to have some kind of long-term relationship with. And thinking that you've got some kind of prize. And black men, there are white women out there who will fuck you. They want the big black cock or whatever, but will pray to God that if they get pregnant by you, that their children don't come out looking like your black ass. It happens all the time. So, just her saying, well, no, there's no way I could be racist because my husband is black. Yeah, the husband that you're getting divorced from, who's half black and white passing. Okay, apartment Patty, yeah, sure. You don't have a racist bone in your body. You go sit over in the corner with Megyn Kelly. How about that? Let's see here. He should have called the police on her dumb behind. He should have. He really should have called the police on her and still proceeded to go to his apartment. Yeah, I'm with you, Tracy. Tracy said that black people engage these people too long. I agree. Tracy said, did you see the one from 2 days ago with the drunk white woman and two sisters waiting on AAA? No. That's so sad. Like, there's so many of them happening that we can't even keep up with them all. No, I didn't see that, Tracy. Is there like something that I can look it up under? You think that I might find it quickly and we can all look at it together? Um, I'm curious. I'm curious. Let's see. The other one. Oh, Oh, she lost her job and was fired. Oh yeah, so this girl, Apartment Patty, lost her job. Yeah, yeah, and it seems like once he started naming the people in management at the complex, she had this look on her face like, oh, like I might have messed up, but I'm in too deep. I can't turn around now. So let me keep pressing him and asking him more questions. Like, oh, annoying. I put the link in my comments on your okay, thank you. Yeah, okay. So let me see if I can pull it up while on here. Go to my channel. Go to my channel. Let's see here. Okay. That one here. So let's see. Give me a second, y'all. She gets another job ASAP. We'll see. You know my last? I don't see the link. On my live stream from last night, is that where you put it, Tracy? In my comments on your last video. Let's see. I don't see it. But you know, this tablet doesn't show me everything either, so that could be the problem. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. That's why I need a new tablet, y'all. Y'all gotta hit up my super chat. No. Okay. Yeah, so that's that. Now did y'all see the baby, I'm calling this story babysitting while black, but it was a black man who had two white children with him in a oh wait, hold up, Paul Graves. Somebody, hey Paul, okay, hold up. He says, yes, it's the latest act of racism by a white woman towards two black sisters in Charlotte, South Carolina. She's called South Park Susan. Oh Lord, hold on, let me see. Thank you, Paul. Okay, let me see if I can find. I'm gonna look up South Park Susan on here. Hold on. South Park Susan. Okay, let me see. You don't belong. Oh wow. Okay, so here it is. I guess we can watch it together.
Okay, so what are you asking me? Do I need to call the police because I feel threatened? Okay, well we can do that. Hi, how are you? I'm hot. I'm beautiful. I'm 51. What are we going to talk about tonight? Being hot, being beautiful, being white, being my new wave. Do you live here?
She looks drunk.
You live here? I do, actually. 1-6-8-7-4-4 Fairview. So why do we feel that we need to be here, like hanging out, like on this beautiful, like place? Why do you feel you need to be in our space? Well, I live here and I pay rent. I pay almost $1,100. And so does she. Okay. Don't talk to her, please, because I don't know what's going on. Okay, I don't know, but we can call 911 to find out if you got a problem. Well, I was about ready to go over to Red Rocks. Do you want to meet me over to Red Rocks? No, ma'am. Okay, do you know where Red Rocks is? Okay. All right. Well, I can do this too. I can do this too. Why don't you call 911, Lisa? Okay, let's do that right now. Let's call 911. I want to make sure that there's nothing going on here. Because my kids go to Myers Park, so I want to make sure that there's nothing going on. And why are you hanging out? Where do you live?
Mm.
I must live.
Where do you live here in this place?
Aaron, Shell, do not entertain her, please.
No,
Stop
no,
it.
please
There
do.
you go. Do not entertain
So to
her.
get this on film.
Yeah, we
Where
got
do
you
you
on
play?
film, honey.
Because this is Myers Park. This is South Park. Girl.
Ma'am, would you please leave us alone and go home?
Is she drunk?
Go over
I pay-
there then.
I pay almost-
I pay rent too, so please.
What do you pay? And
Why you worried
I'll
about
let
it?
Jonathan know what you pay.
Are you serious?
Whatever, just leave
What's
us
going
alone.
on? What's going on here, babe?
Ma'am.
What's going
Shall
on
you call
here
the
in this
police?
parking lot?
Poetry, I thought it should have been Doorway Debbie.
I don't want to drop my video, so you go.
Oh, I'm gonna drop my video, and I'm white, and I make $125,000 a year, and I want to make sure that you're all up in here. Girl, I got you, girl. I'm white. I'm girl white. I'm girl white. I'm white. I got you, girl. Fuck.
in my
I'm
space.
white.
You're
Fuck
in my
off,
space.
bitch.
You are in my
I got
space.
you. I got you. I'm white.
Yes, you're
What
right.
are you doing up in here?
Mhm.
I got you. So I
Absolutely.
got you too, bitch. What you got, bitch? This is Myers Park, South Park, bitch. What are you up in here?
What is she on?
I paid $1,300. What are you doing here?
I thought she paid $1,100.
Shell.
Bitch, I'm still gonna make
Ma'am,
$125,000.
Please
I'm
get
still
away
gonna
from
make
us.
$125,000 Monday morning.
Is this Lil Tay's mom?
No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere.
Is your boyfriend here? Is your baby daddy here? Nobody cares.
Ma'am, if you
I'm white
touch
and
me-
I'm hot. I'm white and I'm hot.
Come on, girl.
What are you doing here?
I don't know, but we're going to see you in court Monday morning.
Okay, all right. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, great. I got you too, baby. I got you, baby. I got you.
She's
This
white
is
and
Myers
she's hot,
Park.
y'all.
This is a Myers Park. Babe, good. Go. What are you doing hanging out here on Friday night? Don't fuck with your life, bitch.
Oh my
Cut
God.
it out.
Very
Nobody
disrespectful.
cares. Get out of here. Get out of here. Nobody cares. Get out of here. I got you too, bitch. Do you live here? What's your apartment number?
Wow.
Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? I'm white and I'm
You hear this lady bothering me in front of my door.
$125,000.
Please call the police. Please, ma'am.
Oh, call them.
Oh
call
no,
them,
Tracy.
Oh my God, call them.
And she calling us names, and you can smell the alcohol.
Smell this, bitch. White.
8800.
You're hanging around in the place you don't belong.
Wow. Wow. Hadn't seen that one. Hadn't heard about her. She looks like she was drunk on something. Must have just come from a really good night at the club and was truly, truly feeling herself. Hold up. Yeah, y'all. I don't know what to say about that. Wait, what? Hold up. There's nothing wrong with these messages. Hold on. Wait, why is Daquan timed out? He said she probably makes $125,000 a decade. There's nothing wrong with that comment. That's okay. She was charged with simple assault and 2 other charges. Yeah, she's out there like she's drunk and high on something. Wow. But I know what? She's white and she's hot and she's 51 and she makes $125,000 a year, bitch. The hell? So yeah, like that's like the best thing to do is just disengage and call the police. But Tracy said the police hung up on the black woman when she called. Yeah, I'm glad that she was fired. Like, what the hell is wrong with these people? And why do you think you can demand to know which apartment I live in? Leave me alone. Like, you're out here accosting me in the parking lot. Do you really think that I want to let you know where I live so that you can come to my front door with this nonsense? Whoa. Um. Wow. She had to call back because the police never came. Wow. Wow. That's a mess. Y'all hear Sammy? I'm gonna have to get off of here. Do y'all hear that? There were 4 videos. Oh, there's more than what I just saw. Why are you fussing at me? She's ready to eat. I'm probably gonna have to cut the string. Do y'all hear her? Do y'all hear like Do y'all hear something that sounds like? I'm not making fun of you, baby. I'm sorry. Do y'all hear that? That's my dog. She just woke up from a nap, and it is close to time to eat dinner. Come here. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Where's my treats? Look, I got a treat. Yeah. Okay. You hear? She does want attention. She was feeling really bad, y'all. Her nose was bleeding. She was coughing up blood. But apparently, hopefully, looks like it was just allergies. She got 3 prescriptions, and she was fine. Like after she just took the first set of pills. Come here. Come here. You gotta get it. You're gonna have to get it. They want to see your pretty face. Come here. Come here. Come here. They want to see your face. They miss you. They get to see Rocco all the time. They want to see Sammy. Come here. Come on. You can get it. Come on. You can get it. Come on. Look, there's Sammy, y'all. He doesn't care. Okay. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, all good, all good. I was like, what did he say? Like, you out here wilding out, Daquan? Okay, so that was a mistake. We didn't mean to block your comments. Okay, now, did y'all see the wait, actually, I'm gonna go on. Okay, oh, she's okay. She eating her treat. Did y'all see the white woman who called the police on the black man because he had 2 white children with him at Walmart? Did y'all see that one? I don't know what else to call that story other than babysitting while black. Let me know if y'all saw that. Hey, you okay now? Is that gonna tide you over till dinner? Oh, you saw that? Okay, so then. Yeah, so y'all, it's just like so much happened while I couldn't stream. And that was crazy. Like, the woman's telling him that she had to talk to the children to know that they were okay. She needed to hear from their mouths that they were okay. And he's like, no, you're not doing that. Oh, look at Daquan. He gave me another $2. I'm almost making as much as that white lady who's so hot. She makes $125K. She's pretty and white, so here's $2. I'm almost be on her level, y'all. I am black and I am hot and I earned $12 on this live stream. Oh, yeah, you want to see my weave? You want to see my apartment? I paid $1,100. I paid $1,200. I paid $1,300 for my apartment, and I'm black and I'm hot and I just got $2. So what do you think about that? Yeah. Something was wrong with her, y'all. Let's see, I want to hear the conversations at Thanksgiving dinner of everyone that was fired. I'm thankful that my story went viral. Like, you know, we all gotta go around and say what we thankful for. But shit, some of them probably gonna say I'm thankful that I got fired and got hired onto a better job. Cause I wonder, like, when stuff like this happens, are there companies that like are racist and they're like, man, she'll work out perfectly here. She'll be a good fit here. I'm glad that she's not working for such and such anymore. Like, we love racist people. Come and work for us. Apartment Patty, you know, or whatever. Like, I wonder. I just always wonder how that works out. But it always just makes me feel good to hear that these people get fired. But they need more than to get fired. They need to have criminal charges brought against them. They need to be sitting in jail for a couple of days or paying some fines. One, for wasting police resources if they are actually out there calling the police on people for doing fucking nothing. You know what I'm saying? Who is she? Babysitter Barbara. Well, really, she was like watching out. She's like, what's a like watch Lady Wilma or something? Because she wasn't babysitting herself. It was a black man who was babysitting, but she was concerned about the children's child welfare, Winda, or child welfare Wilma. Watch Lady Wilma. I don't know. I gotta think about a name. But like, yeah, we gotta start coming up with good names for these peoples. Did you see the Lyft driver who was harassed by the Lyft driver who was harassed by the gay Puerto Rican? No, I did not. Does that one have a catchy name? Let's see. This is crazy. Let me see here. Why are you being a whiny baby? Why are you being a whiny baby girl? You see what I'm doing. You have 14 minutes before I have to get up and feed you. Can you wait 14 minutes? Let's see. You have to find that one. Let's see. Lyft driver harassed by gay Puerto Rican. That's what I'm gonna type in. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Lyft driver harassed by gay Puerto Rican. Gay. I don't know what's going on with my relatives. They're tripping. Let's see. Was it about a week or two ago? Let me see if this is what you're talking about. Damn, Lyft driver stabs passenger. That was 3 months ago. Lyft driver. Okay, hold up. Is this it, Tracy?
As a pro athlete, the Sleep Number
Hold up.
360 Smart
Ad.
is my competitive edge.
That fool gave his number on the live. People blowing up his phone. Oh gosh. Okay, hold up. I gotta wait for this ad to play.
Pretty enraged, but as you'll see, the driver not only had a remarkable amount of patience, but the way he responded to this situation is something we can
I hadn't seen this.
Take a look.
I bet you if I was black and Black Lives Matter, he would have put the music on. Your driver assumed because I guess the color of my complexion wasn't black that I asked for music and it was a problem.
A Lyft passenger's hate-filled tirade
Hold on, honey.
viral.
I'm gonna make sure that you never have a Lyft job again. He has a working radio. Look at this. Working radio because he wants to record. So I'm gonna put the phone at his face on purpose.
But the driver who posted the video wants people to focus on his silence instead of his passengers' hate and take it as a lesson in nonviolence.
It's either I'm gonna endure 16 minutes plus of this assault.
Oh my gosh.
And, I could suck it up and go home, or I could respond the way that he wanted me to, and I'll probably be in jail for 2 to 3 years for
Wow.
Sean Letman maintained his calm during this entire 16-minute video taken a few weeks
Stop,
ago
Sammy.
during an early morning pickup outside a Yorkville club. The video shows a passenger throw racial slurs, threatened to have Letman fired, and call police and Lyft, all because he wouldn't change the jazz music he had on the radio. Letman says the passengers wouldn't take no for an answer and became irate, so he pulled over and pressed record.
The recording me without my consent.
These are
Oh my
Letman's only
God.
words during the whole conversation.
Alright, could I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
There's a sign right there on the door that said that you will be recorded.
No, completely understandable.
Thank you.
Letman eventually ended the video and called police, who came and sent the passengers on their way. After posting the video online to spread a message about nonviolence, the passenger lost his job with City MD.
Even though I should be the victim in this
Ha
situation,
ha.
I didn't find it very amusing that he lost his job.
The passenger has been banned from Lyft for life, but we asked Letman what he'd do if he ever saw him again.
If he's not hired at the moment, I would probably be out trying to help him get a job.
A GoFundMe page for Letman has raised tens of thousands. Letman credits his mother with teaching him to be peaceful and says the restraint he showed in the video didn't even test his patience.
I had 3 more hours in me.
Letman says Lyft
Wow.
apologized, by the way.
I guess I'll find the 17-minute video, but that's crazy. Okay, y'all, my puppy, she's whining too much, so I'm gonna go on and end the stream. So next week, I'll we can go on, and if y'all want to get into the babysitting while black thing, we can do that. Oh, thank you, Wolverine. Oh, I took a picture that I'm gonna post it on your on my Twitter, and I'm gonna at you. Because I saw something, a marble thing in my office supply store that made me think of you. It wasn't one of your big statues like you buy, but I was like, oh, look, it's a little marble Deadpool guy. Looking down? I'm looking down? Hey, I appreciate that. GoFundMe for what? He don't deserve. He doesn't. The GoFundMe was for the passenger or for the Lyft driver? Okay, I gotta watch that again. So next week we'll talk about Rihanna and Amy Schumer standing with Colin Kaepernick. We'll talk about Remy Ma saying that everybody can say the N-word and she's cool with it. And we'll talk about Emily B marrying the man who punched her 2 front teeth out of her fucking face. Fabulous. And there might be some more updates on at least on Emily B by then. So we'll see what happens. There were 2 other guys with him and they were trying to get him to leave. He actually got out. Oh, Beto, here's Sammy. Sammy, you're making Beto act bad. You see that? You gotta be a good girl all the time. You're making Beto be bad. Beto, here's Sammy, and he's following me. Oh, well, he's just following. Okay, he's just following her. Okay, the Lyft driver got the money. Okay, good. I was like, I thought that they were raising money for the guy who lost his job. I'm like, what? No, fuck him. Like, let him lose his job. He'll be all right. Black people forgive everyone except their own. Forgiveness can be counterproductive. Hey, I was just saying, I do think that sometimes forgiveness is overrated. Counterproductive, yeah, maybe it can be. But, yeah, where that little boy was concerned about the woman who accused him of grabbing her non-existent ass, I didn't think that he needed to accept her apology. But he ended up turning around and accepting it. But I don't think that in his heart he really has, because he looked angry when he said that he accepted. I knew you were Puerto Rican. Ty who said that. Yep. Yes. Soy Puerto Riqueña. Yes, I am. See, y'all, this Puerto Rican hair, girl. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going to go on and get out of here because Sammy's acting a GD fool right now. Y'all, thank y'all so much for rocking with me on my out of jail edition of Sunday Funday. I feel like Lil Tay. I feel like the biggest sponsor in the world because Daquan has hooked me up with all these super chats. Rido Boy has hooked me up with a super chat. I'm back in the game. I'm rich. It's good. Whatever. I appreciate it. I love y'all. Wolverine Scratch be looking for a tweet from me. And I love y'all. And I will see y'all all soon. Tracy, we gotta get Tracy monetized, y'all. Her channel is super fucking lit. For real. Wish I could just write somebody and make it happen. Good God. Everyone with good jobs gets fired via YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. And I have money now. I have $12. I'm black and I'm hot. And I pay $1,100 in rent. So there. Okay, I'm going to see y'all later. I love y'all. Y'all have a good week, a good Sunday. a good everything. And I will see y'all soon. I'll be streaming now because I can, because I'm out of jail. I was locked up. They wouldn't let me out. Oh, man. But I got out. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.